funny guy.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference, put it in a blender, vomit on it, eat it, give birth to it.
Honey, you can't even turn around in that thing.
Look at this.
Funny, it's funny, you know, the way you tell the story and everything.
Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it?
You're right.
Funny how? What?
Just, you know, you're funny.
You mean,
So?
well, let me understand this, because maybe it's me, I'm a little maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh.
Then nuke the entire site for Morbid. It's the only way to be sure.
Well, hello, everyone. Might be the best intro ever made. I'm just saying.
Maybe. Beautiful.
Maybe. I mean, we can always add stuff, but I think it's fantastic. Hi! So we're here Monday night. Mischief, Mayhem movie, episode number 8. Can you believe it's been 8 episodes already? 8 episodes.
It feels like 7. It feels like, yeah.
Wow.
I feel like we just started, to be honest, like a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
I can't believe you put up with me for 8 fucking weeks. This is embarrassing. Anyway, we're happy to be. Well, it's too late now. It looks like we reversed every week. We have a different person in a different part of the screens. I don't know what the hell's going on, but
keeps them on their toes.
Yeah, keeps them doing something. So we got a good one for you tonight. We're gonna do a movie review. Tonight's a movie review night. We're gonna do the classic. This one was written for Coppa. It's his life story. Silence of the Lambs.
Wait, am I Clarice?
You are. You are.
Okay.
You are.
Sure.
I didn't want to spoil it, but yeah.
I feel like a Clarice sometimes.
I can see that.
So would you be Clarence?
Yeah, I'm Clarence Starling.
Clarence Starling.
Wait, so you constantly feel like men are asking you out on dates in the city?
All the time.
One of them has a messed up eye. It looks east instead of west.
I don't know which one to look at.
Yeah, I don't know. While they're looking,
gotta keep them on their toes.
Yeah, while they're
Keep
looking
them on
at
their toes. Damn it.
Moth carcasses, they're trying to hit on you. It's a good scene in the movie. But anyway, we'll get to that. So we're talking Silence of the Lambs, classic movie. Probably in most people's eyes, would probably say it's the best, or if not one of the best, serial killer type thriller movies ever made, and it's a freaking amazing movie. This movie from start to I was telling Coppa before the show started, the first 5 minutes of this movie set up the entire movie perfectly. Mm-hmm. It's good. And the acting and Coppa will probably get into this later about how they use some of the camera work, and I'm sure Vex has 16 pages of research. It's a great time. This is what we do. And she knows it. That's why she's smiling.
No, I actually did not take 16 pages of notes this time.
Okay,
it's
how
just
many?
32 pages.
Oh, just notes. 3. Excuse me. She
outdid herself.
She outdid herself. But yeah, so Silence of the Lambs. Again, the funny thing about this movie, Sir Anthony Hopkins stole the show in this movie. Obviously, supporting actor role. Really, if you do, I don't know what the exact number is. I had it written down at work, but the amount of time in this movie was really not a lot. It seemed like it was more than it was, but it really wasn't a lot. But he stole the movie, and he did win Best Supporting Actor for this, which was he was creepy as hell in this movie. His eyes in this movie, man, you could see he's a nut.
He never blinks.
No, it's creepy as hell. The atmosphere is creepy. The storytelling's great. It's a near perfect movie. So I did want to go on the record though and say that I did find some screen footage, like during the filming of the movie. There were some test screenings that. We'll just get into it here.
It rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Okay.
I mean, that was
Mrs. Sassy. No.
Yeah.
That's how you guys really met.
Yeah. Well, honestly, this is This scene here, though, this next one was probably the best, one of the best. Not my favorite yet, but one of
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
I mean,
why does that work?
It just fits, right? I mean, I think you both did a great. Vex didn't even have to say anything. It's just her.
That was my Kirk Lazarus role. You know, I'm a brown woman playing a white woman.
Yeah. There we go. I thought it was. But where did White Bear go? Are you okay, Whitey?
I'm here. I was just in the hole getting the hose again.
This test screening, this one was probably my favorite found footage of the movie, and let me guys know what you think. I mean,
yeah.
Am I right? Am I right?
You're right.
Great job.
Yeah, I mean, I listen. It was all we had. Like that was the extent of the footage. But I thought those were pretty good. I don't know.
No, they're pretty good.
Yeah,
I'd watch that movie.
Yeah, I would too. Poor Vex. She's just like she sees Hannibal, this bald-headed, beautiful Hannibal Lecter staring at her.
Vex has got to save Mrs. Sassy from the. Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh god, this movie, man. Where to start? Right? Jodie Foster, Anthony Hopkins, and the supporting cast was really, really good. So let's go with this. So, when you're watching this movie for the first time, everybody's obviously seen this movie probably 100 times at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
it's something you could definitely rewatch over and over and over again. It's one of those movies. It's on. You can't stop it. You don't want to turn it off. So, what did you guys think? Cope, I'll start with you.
Yo.
Since you're bald and beautiful.
Yes.
What stood out to you about this movie that really, to me, it still holds up today? Obviously, it was made, what, in 1990? Does anybody have the info on that?
91.
Actually? 91, okay. It holds up today, obviously. What stood out to you about this movie? What made it so damn good?
What didn't stand out was Buffalo Bill's wiener when he tucked it in. But other than that, I would say the thing that stood out the most was how layered it is. Like, you can watch this movie and go, oh, it's I wouldn't say it's a feminist movie, but it's a strong female protagonist, and you can see how she has to try and operate through a male-dominated field, especially back in that day. Like, that was just the way the life was in the FBI. And then it's a straight-up serial killer film as well. And then it's also a coming-in-age film for Clarice, because she doesn't have one father to deal with. She has three. She has her boss, she has Hannibal Lecter, and she has her dead dad as well. And she has to work through getting past all three of them in order to become the FBI woman that she wants to be. So it's just a really fascinating story that works on a multifaceted level.
Vex,
you
what
come,
about you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm stupid. What's your Vex?
Sorry. Jeez.
Well, this has always been like the serial killer piece of media that stands out to me. So even when I first saw this in high school, there hasn't really been a movie or TV show that's come close to emanating the same kind of character development and feel that this movie does. And to just elaborate on Kopa's point there as well. I didn't realize until rewatching it just earlier today, but I guess now, because it's so obvious in a lot of movies, this is really kind of the ideal strong female character, right? She still maintains a lot of her femininity. Yes, she's poised with a lot of situations that work against her because she is a woman in a male dominated field. And she doesn't lose her softer side, while at the same time, you can see that she's continuously kind of growing and getting stronger in a lot of different ways throughout the film, right? So I think she makes a very, or not one of the better female kind of protagonists I've seen in films that I can recall.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you there. What about you, Whitey?
This was a movie that actually did so many things right. It wasn't. It was in the horror section when I was a kid, on the VHS and all that. But it was really a thriller, and it was so well done because it it didn't need to show everything that a lot of the horror movies at the time of the mid and late 80s and early 90s did, and especially now where it's, gore, blah blah blah. But it left so much more to the imagination, and didn't have to rely on it to make its point. And like Beck said, this is one of those, whenever somebody talks about, we need to empower females, she's right fucking here. She was here all the time. One of those people who are, it was a good female character, and throughout the series, I was talking earlier about this, that doesn't change, other than the character might change just because she's traumatized as crap. But I think it's really one of the greatest movies ever. So
yeah, and to piggyback off of what Whitey here is saying, is how many kills are made on screen? 3. Like the rest of the murders are off screen, but it still feels so damn gruesome.
Right. Real scary to me.
Yeah.
It's a lot of suspense, a lot of build up, a lot of great character development in this movie. And as the movie goes on, you learn a lot about Clarice's backstory, Jodie Foster's backstory, and kind of why she is the way she is, and determined. But she's got, like Copa said earlier today in our chat, man, there's so many little things, how attention she pays attention to every little detail, and so does Hannibal Lecter, and that has to kind of go into what the framework is and the camera work and how. So go on that, Copa. You made a great point about how some of the camera work is done in this movie. Explain that with your unbelievable Hollywood background there.
Okay, so like when a lot of the scenes are shot in point of view, so it's like they're staring directly into the camera. And what I was saying is that you can tell that it was lit really wasn't lit really well, or I shouldn't say really well. It was really low light because they had the aperture on those lenses wide open, and it was probably shot with a long lens, so the detail is only like pinpointed. So if the actor moved like maybe an inch forward or an inch backwards, they would be out of focus. And what I was saying is that it's a perfect description of Hannibal Lecter and Clarice Sterling and their characters, is that they're so detail oriented, and where they pick up on things that everybody else doesn't seem to pick up on. Like with Hannibal Lecter, he tore her apart in 2 minutes flat, from her shoes all the way up to her how she dressed, the cheap shoes.
Oh yeah.
The accent she's trying to hide. Yeah, he just totally tears her apart, just because he notices all the little details no one else would. And then the same with her is the moment she gets to the autopsy and she notices the moth in the victim's mouth.
That was
and
great,
nobody else. Yeah, and nobody else did. Even the cops are sitting there going, "Oh well, sometimes things get trapped in their throats," and she's like, no. She's on top of this very minute detail. So with that camera work, that long lens, and the fact that if the actor would move back or forth 1 inch or whatever, and it would totally throw the focus off, completely makes sense, and it's just the right call that Jonathan Demme and I can't remember. I want to say it's Tak Fujimura. I didn't look it up.
I think you're right.
Who was the cinematographer? I think that's the best call they both made on that movie, because it's just such a pinpoint detail that if they move away from it, they're out of focus, and that just completely explains their characters as well.
Yeah, it is great. Getting facial expressions because a lot of the acting is done with facial expressions, right? A lot of shock, a lot of just kind of, what's going on here. It's really done well, like you said. It's perfect. It's just. And Jonathan Demme, I looked up his filmography, and really, I mean, this is really his only really big, I would say, right, project.
Yeah, he had Philadelphia the year before,
right?
And then what really set him on the map was, I think it was in '86 or '87. There was an indie film he did called Something Wild with Jeff Daniels, and I want to say it was Patty Arquette. Don't quote me on that.
Or I think you're right.
Or it was one of the Arquettes. It was either Patty or Rosanna. Right. But yeah, I mean, this was the movie that just completely blew up his career for him.
Oh, good. We got this. That's how you know.
Those are mine.
Those are mine. Leave them alone.
That's all right. The sex bots are good for you. Yeah. So the Joker voice had a good point here. You can see in the comment. This is based off of a 1986 movie called Manhunter.
Yeah.
That they got the inspiration from. Actually, Manhunter was not a bad movie itself.
No.
That's actually one I haven't seen yet.
You have.
It's a Michael Mann.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Mann. William Peterson plays the detective hunting. I don't think it was Buffalo Bill though, was it?
No, I don't think it was Buffalo Bill. I forgot who it was, but Brian Cox, I think, played Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, Brian Cox.
Yeah.
It's a legit movie. It's just not on the level of Silence.
It's different.
Silence of the Lambs is like one of the classic films of all time. Like
Yeah.
it completely blows Manhunter out of the water.
Jacob Ironside, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, we are having an old friend for dinner. That was a great ending, by the way. Yeah. So I guess real quick here, let's address the chat while we're kind of. So we got Wookie Be Bad back in the chat. Jana, of course. Hello, Mrs. Catania. Joker voice, my man. How you doing, buddy? Mrs. Cannoli Sasquatch, of course.
Well, yeah, we know she's in the well.
She is in the well. She's never getting
gave her
out.
computer in the well.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a terrible
with
idea.
internet connection, dude.
That Wi-Fi is strong.
She better put the lotion on the skin. That's all I'm saying. And then we'll be okay. Yeah, this from start to finish though, really movie. And you know, like you said, there were I actually took some notes too.
Wow.
Believe it or not. Yeah, Vex inspired me.
Oh,
about some symbolism in the movie. Just basic stuff, you know. I'm not gonna go into too much detail here,
Yeah,
but
hit us with something.
So I did notice catch a few things after the 100th time I watched this because you people inspired me from your eyes wide shut, red lights, blue lights, bullshit. Guys driving me nuts. So I was like, I got to pay attention to every detail in this movie now. Everything. I'm sitting there like you know, like I'm a cheetah attacking a fucking gazelle. I'm like. Mrs. Squash was like, "What do you do?" I'm like, I'm waiting. I'm ready to catch anything. I'm waiting because I want to impress these people. Because if you watch Vex's freaking videos and Copa, all detail oriented and nice, and I'm here like, "Oh, it was just a good movie." So it's like, I enjoyed it. Like, what did you enjoy? I don't know. It was pretty.
Those are still astute observations, though.
No.
These are the notes you wrote down.
Yes, I like this movie. Okay,
this movie is so good.
One of the things I actually noticed is in the beginning of the movie. Well, hold on, let me read this. Yeah, so you know how a lot of the people suspected in the movie, obviously, that the feminist like kind of undertone about her trying to be in this man's world, trying to kind of make it in law enforcement. So the scene where she's cutting into the cake, it's a red, white, and blue cake. So it's basically a symbolism. The frosting is Department of Justice, red, white, and blue, where it's Clarice slicing into the cake, symbolizing her move up, a desire to move up in the position to tear into the boys' club, where she feels confined, as Dr. Lecter feels confined in his jail cell.
Yeah.
I never noticed it. And then I was sitting there going, wait. I was all happy and impressed. I was like, oh my God, did I catch something or am I just nuts?
No. And you touched on something there. If you really watch the movie closely, everybody's confined, aren't they?
Yes.
Like
Tight
Clarice
spaces.
is confined in physically as well. Clarice is confined to a boys' atmosphere. They're all usually enclosed in tight spaces. I mean, the airplane was so small when they were flying from, I can't remember where, but it's Clarice and her boss. I can't remember his name at the time, but they're like inched in together. Like they're smashed into each other, going over notes and stuff. It was so weird. But then you start realizing all these people are confined in some way. Hannibal Lecter is confined in a special area. If you look at how the dungeon is for him, everybody else is behind bars in this like slab of rock and whatever. He's behind glass. So it's just a really fascinating study on confinement as well, like human confinement and mental confinement. And that kind of okay, now this might be a stupid question, but what you were saying with the tight close-up shots, besides the facial expressions and the detail, is that another reason why they did that, to keep that feeling in there? Like you feel claustrophobic, right? It keeps the viewer claustrophobic as well,
right?
So if see, I'm back here, and it doesn't feel threatening, but if I get like,
whoa, Stay back.
See, it gets.
I got really bright all of a sudden. Do I need my glasses?
Can you bend the head forward a little bit?
God,
Down
I mean, I
and
know-
to the left. Down and to the left.
it's like the moon.
No,
just
isn't
showed
it
up
back
in my
into?
fucking-
Didn't he?
back and to the left? Ooh, that's another
Hey.
movie we could review someday.
I don't understand. That's such a conspiracy because I believe JFK's head just did that.
What do you mean it just did that?
I think it just blew up by itself. I don't think anything.
Oh
was-
yeah. Magically.
Yeah.
Well,
just
it was
like-
early time of climate change,
Dude.
So
Right.
If we
if
get
anybody,
we ever get into a JFK movie talk thing, that's like a 3-hour fucking video because that movie's long and with all the conspiracy stuff around it. That's when I have the master of research here really go to town for me.
It's like a 3-day event.
That's a
You
threat.
get
That
her
might
on
be like a multi. That might be part 1, 2, and 3 streams, 3 Mondays
Right.
in a row. Yeah, I got this sheet. She'll pull up fucking diagrams and not diaphragms. We don't pull up diaphragms.
I hope not.
I meant to say diagram.
Honestly, if I had a touch screen computer, I would totally just draw like vision board stuff and like
I know.
mind maps and everything.
I know, that's what I mean.
But I don't,
know,
so I just use notes.
Yeah. Let's see. There was a few other ones if you want to get into real quick. Of course, there was a lot of the moth. Everybody notices the moth in the movie, right? It's obviously a big part of the symbolism. It's actually in a few scenes where you can see pictures in the background of moth. Thanks, Vex, for making me notice this shit. I'm like, oh, there's a moth. I know that means something. Something's about to happen. And then it did. But the moth or a butterfly symbolizes change, just as Dr. Lecter explains, of course, in the movie. And then, he's got this insect fascination, the killer, Buffalo Bill, because he's got them all over his house. He's even got a few pictures of moths and insects on the wall. So change as far as his, not even just the characters changing throughout the movie with, Clarice changing but the actual killer himself changing. He's evolving, right? She even says that in the movie. He's getting better. He's evolving. I mean, that's an obvious one, but still, the pictures on the wall I was proud of. I was like, something's about to happen because there's a moth on the wall somewhere. And it did. So
from a
Just to
chrysalis
add on.
to a pupa.
You guys make me want to be a better man.
Just to add on, we see mostly moths throughout the film, right? And moths typically are symbolic of death and decay. And then the few I think there's only one instance that we really see a butterfly that I can recall, and it's right at the end. And butterflies are often symbols of purity, right?
Yeah.
And
there's another shot. If you're thinking of the wind chime
at the very end, yeah.
Yeah. So there's another shot where she steps into the kitchen, Buffalo Bill's kitchen, and the camera oddly pans up to the right, and they show a picture of a blue butterfly as well.
There we go. So it's like the loss of innocence kind of is finally done with by the end of the movie. So interesting little connection there.
Oh, sorry. Woo! Touch the tips, baby.
We're back.
Yeah, it's been a while. I forgot. It's been a while.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna make a meme. I got to make a clip on that so we can have our little cannoli. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, we took some time off to rest, and this is what happens. One of the ones I thought was really interesting, and you notice it throughout a lot. Music has a big part in the movie too, and I'm gonna try to pronounce this because even though I'm Italian, this is weird. The Palazzo Vecchio and the Duomo is the music, right? So one of Lecter's drawings depicts Belvedere. He has a lot of drawings and pictures in his cell and on his table towards the end of the movie, which is a clue Clarice misses in trying to catch the killer. Since one victim was from Belvedere, Ohio, and it's also a drawing looking down on the palazzo, again showing strong perspective. Lecter knows this scene almost entirely from memory, just like the killer knew his first victim. He knew very well because he grew up with her in Ohio. So there's a parallel there between some of the pictures and like the towns and the plazas in Italy, like little things like that. I didn't catch before. I just thought but then again, here I am sitting there going, wait a minute, let me look up what this plaza means, because every time he would mention something about the killer or something came up. I was like, they keep showing these pictures in the background. I'm like, okay, so what would Vex and Copa do here? And then I researched it, and then I found that out. So yeah, the pictures had a symbol, of course, and then the music, the Bach music in the background. It's very structured music, right? So it's a very practiced technique it needed to play for Bach music, apparently. So it's meant to be played very even and fluid. The structured nature of pieces representing Mr. Lecter himself, because that's how he was. Very structured, very, so little things like that. That's all I got. Listen, that's all I found. That's all I can note down.
Did you notice what was underneath that sketch when they pulled it off?
See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh.
Underneath the sketch is the magazine Bon Appetit.
Oh.
Because he likes to eat people. Nice. See? This is why I have you guys.
Did you notice the Tom Petty?
The Tom Petty what?
What?
Tom Petty.
Go tell us. I didn't notice.
Talking about the music. Remember when we were first introduced to the kidnapped
Buffalo
girl?
Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she's going down the road in a tight confined space, and then she gets later pushed into a tight confined space.
Right.
While helping him while he's acting disabled. But anyway, the song that she's singing going down the road was "American Girl." So, and she is the daughter of a what?
Senator.
American senator. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
What's even more interesting is when what's even okay. So if we're going with the American themes, the limousine that remember when she goes into the garage?
Yeah,
I think it's Hannibal Lecter's garage.
Yeah.
The God, I want to say it's a Rolls Royce that she has to go underneath to find the severed head. It's draped in an American flag.
American flag. That's right.
Even in Buffalo Bill's house, when he's in the basement, you can see he's got an American flag by his sewing machine. And then in his kitchen, you see like the anti-Nazi American propaganda on the fridge as well.
Which is even more interesting because he had all the Nazi stuff, all the swastikas in the basement.
Right.
It's really interesting.
But I actually have some serial killer connections to the American part.
Oh, go. Mrs. Sasquatch's going to love this.
So I just kind of, except for one of them, I kind of picked up on all of these subtly because there were a lot. They only cite 2 influences for Buffalo Bill, but you can actually pick up a lot more. So all of the serial killers that they use to influence the killer in this movie, they're all famous American ones as well to piggyback off of that. So for Buffalo Bill, I have, was it 9 serial killers that kind of influence everything he does. So first big one is Gary Ridgway, or the Green River Killer, because he dumps all the bodies by waterways, right? And that was an interesting connection too, because the inspiration for Jack Crawford, who is Clarice's boss, is based off of the FBI profiler John Douglas, who actually helped catch Gary Ridgway in the early 2000s, and then was also employed to help try and find John Benet Ramsey when she was kidnapped.
Wow!
So that was a cool connection there. In the prison where Dr. Lecter is being held as well. This isn't really off Buffalo Bill, but when she first goes in, like he's at the end of the hallway with all these other psychos in there, right? And are we allowed to say CUNT on YouTube? Is that permitted?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm taking a risk then. One of the
not making
guys,
any money.
One of the guys says, "I can smell your cunt." And I was like, where have I heard this line before? And you can actually, it's one of the things.
No, I don't want to know. Don't say
know.
it. I don't know what
don't.
parties you're having parties lately. I don't know what kind of shit you're doing.
It's actually it's in one of the tapes for the Toy Box Killer, because he was like a sadistic sexual serial killer and rapist as well. And in some of the audio files, you can hear him say things like that when he's talking to his victims.
That's good.
Gary Heidnik was like the biggest inspiration for Buffalo Bill, who very specific. He was a rapist as well and a torturer, but they took the whole pit in the basement thing from him and having the very specific victim type, which in this case was for skinning, but Gary Heidnik just liked to kill black women for some reason. Then there's Ted Bundy, of course, which also there's a lot of big inspiration there. So when he pushes Catherine into the van, that's a tactic that Ted Bundy used a lot on multiple occasions. And even what I noticed rewatching too is even the layout of the building and where her car is when she does get kidnapped actually mirrors quite a few of the locations where Ted Bundy had been described to have kidnapped quite a few of his female victims. So that was kind of creepy to see on screen.
Bundy used to pretend to have a
disability
broken,
as well.
Yeah, like a broken arm.
Yeah,
and that's how he got the women into his VW.
Exactly.
And then once he got him in the VW, he hit him over the head with his cast, and then tie him down or like handcuff him.
You know what? Speaking of that, I want you to smash that like button like Ted Bundy used to smash his victims' heads.
He didn't smash all of them. He ate some of them.
Connection right there.
Yeah.
That's a cannoli connection.
That's
a cannoli connection.
Hey, but remember, all these men were from
America. Even for Ted Bundy as well, like the whole kidnapping thing is eventually what kind of led to people arresting him, because that was one of the most famous thing he did is he went to a very public lake and tried to lure women into his car doing just that, right? So that ended up being a giveaway for him. There was a little bit of Jeffrey Dahmer, specifically in the living space. Like the house that Buffalo Bill lived in was very dirty. It had a lot of old things in there that weren't very clean. There was the rotting body in the bathtub as well that we briefly see. Jerry Brudos, who very aggressively attacked and raped women, he often wore his victims' clothes afterwards, which is also what Buffalo Bill is seen kind of sewing. Mm-hmm. And then there's Edmund Kemper, who is most known for killing like co-eds, but his first kill were his grandparents, just like Buffalo Bill.
And we get sex bots. Why every time when you talk we get sex bots? What is there supposed to be some meaning behind that?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's the deeper meaning to that? What's the symbolism? My sex bot's coming in every time you talk.
Every time Vex talks.
Oh, it's because I can officially read romance novels now. Maybe that's why they picked it. They picked it
getting me.
And then Whitey just got abducted by aliens.
The sex box got me.
The sex box abducted. You're gonna hear the music playing in the background. Put the lotion on his skin. Until they get. Jennifer Lawrence was Bundy's first. Actually, Jennifer Lawrence was hilarious. Ted Bundy. She was the first.
Jennifer Lawrence was Clarice Sterling, and then she just let Jodie Foster play it. She's like, "You can play it. Go ahead. It's yours, fam."
I had one more connection for Hannibal Lecter, but I don't know if this one is like, because I haven't read any of the books at all, and like I've seen Hannibal Rising and Hannibal, and then the Hannibal TV show. So I don't know the background influences, but from hearing Dr. Lecter talk about like some of his kills and his victims and stuff, it had some Albert Fish influences, who very famously would send letters to a lot of the parents of the victims that he would kidnap, and he would boast about how he would, torture them, sometimes rape them and eat them. So there's a lot of confidence in those. So I picked up on that in Hannibal.
It's a very pick-me-up episode.
Wow. This is very
Y'all feeling good out there?
Our friends in the chat talking about being eaten, and it's good. Well, at least we're all together. Whitey's getting abducted, and then we see a beautiful bald head and sultry voices. I mean, who can ask for anything more?
There you go.
Yeah.
I found a couple other symbols as well. So there's the cats. I don't know if you guys picked up on that at all.
Only you would, because you're a cat person.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I didn't. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, when Catherine gets kidnapped in the parking lot, right, there's her cat in the window watching over. Mm-hmm. And then when Clarice, towards the end of the film, goes to one of the victims' houses, there's the cat in the hallway, and then she's got the pictures with her cat and the little cat statues. So all of it seems the consistency was that the victims had like something they had cats, or they liked cats or something, and cats are generally seen as a more feminine pet. So I thought that was an interesting play on just the femininity. And then in some cultures, cats are considered like protectors in some sense as well. They're overseers. And the only dog we see is for Buffalo Bill, and dogs are always associated with men typically, right? And then coincidentally, the dog also looks like a tiny little lamb that we see Catherine cradling at the very end of the film. For most
Are you
of
trying
it
to
as
say
well.
that Buffalo Bill was trying to transition his dog into a cat?
Or a lamb? A lamb
Or a
would be
lamb.
more, yeah,
I can
more
smell your
appropriate.
cat.
Oh my god, that was too scary, Whitey. That was pretty scary.
And then the other one, which I alluded to in our Twitter chat earlier, was generally all the characters that speak with Clarice or interact with Clarice, the ones that have good intentions, for the most part, all have blue eyes. The exception is Hannibal Lecter, who, despite being a bad person, he's considered a bit of a mad genius, A, and B, he doesn't actually go after Clarice at all. He ends up helping her. And like Copa had mentioned earlier, he almost acts like a bit of a father like role for her as well, right? So in a twisted way, he still has good intentions for that reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I have for influence,
Oh, that's all of
things.
Yeah,
things.
Well, that was our
Yes.
connection.
I just have like a lot of just cool trivia otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. I like that.
So they all have blue eyes.
They all of the ones that have good intentions have blue eyes. Like not Jack Crawford, but the Chilton guy, right? The doctor at the institution. He's got brown eyes, and he would torture,
okay.
Lecter by doing little things, and he, asked Clarice out on a date as soon as he met her and all that. And then Buffalo Bill, even his eyes were more of a brownish green. Because I feel like they tried to get you to there were little subtle instances where like it showed that he was just like almost the product of a bad environment. So like it was almost like here's a little bit of sympathy to play on it. So his eyes weren't fully brown, but he was also,
They were going through transition.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's
transing
the eyes.
Transing the eyes, turning dogs into lambs, a lot of shit
Apparently went
happened.
to a bunch of he went to a bunch of trans bars apparently in order to get ready for his role, which
I
I
can see
was
that.
I was reading
Okay.
in his trivia, along with like reading a lot of serial killer stuff. And he stated in a couple interviews that after that role, a lot of people just wanted to hire him for like darker roles. And he was so scarred by kind of like how dark Silence of the Lambs was that he desperately just wanted to step away from that. So I imagine that's maybe why we stopped seeing him as much in film, because he gave a great performance. Like it was a very believable performance.
Oh yeah,
And he just kind of disappeared.
I want to say the next major film that he was in that I remember is Heat.
Yeah, he was the cop. He was a cop. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And then
I've
after that, it
seen
was Monk. So he was always playing cops.
complete opposite.
Yeah, he's like, no, I want to be a cop. I want to be the good guy now.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta clean that roll up. But
And
I
he
didn't
actually.
know.
Well, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just didn't know that was him. I did not get that cannoli connection there. I was just like, yeah, but that voice, yeah, right? It was, yeah.
I would say he successfully got himself out of being typecasted
Or
because
transitioned.
He transitioned. That's right.
Oh, I just had a point, but now it's lost. The
God.
voice that he has throughout the film as well apparently was the inspiration for Chris Griffin in Family Guy.
I can see that.
Which I thought was a weird one.
That's awesome. Wow, could you imagine? That's what came to light out of that. Chris Griffin. All
Of
right.
all things, Chris Griffin.
Of all things. Actually, there is I'm gonna see if I can show this. There was another here's a clip of the movie I actually want to bring up real quick here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. As my computer's exploding on me real quick.
Excuse me?
I'm exploding.
Oh,
Is it throwing jizz at you like that one
the
Indian
sex
at Clarice?
Yeah, it is. Here you go. Oh, that was fucking disturbing. That
I
part of the
bit
movie.
my wrist so I can leave.
Hold on, I'm
Which
trying
is
to.
disturbing.
Also, that
You
was
should
kind
be
of
applauding him for his aim.
Dude.
Yeah, right.
right in the
Jeez.
face. Yeah,
That was the original
Wow.
Skeet.
Damn, dude.
That was
That was a 12-foot shot at best.
that was the
Dude, that was amazing. That was amazing.
prequel.
Gotta wonder
Okay,
what he's eating if it's that
I think this is it. I
heavy
think this is
to
it. Let me see if I
make
can
that
bring it.
distance.
Is this it? No, this isn't it. Where is it? God damn it! You know what? YouTube, you're killing me, man.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, that scene that she gets the jizz thrown at her, it's also
we're
like
not gonna show this.
coincidentally right after we see her basically being like leered and kind of hit on by a lot of people, and then all of a sudden she gets jizz thrown at her.
And
jizz.
And Hannibal Lecter gives off sort of an erotic vibe too, and so
very sultry, very even
right.
tone. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so at that was like towards the
point.
climax or at the climax of it all, so that totally makes sense.
I
felt
Also
the sexuality in that part as well. Is what I'm trying to
Also,
say.
the only time in the entire film that Hannibal Lecter raises his voice is during that scene. The rest
That's
of the
true.
movie, he's completely calm and quiet, and he yells only there. So that was an
You know
interesting
why?
one.
Because Hannibal Lecter doesn't like mess.
He's an orderly fellow. Even when he jacks off,
orderly
it's gotta
fellow.
be like,
Hold on, I found it. I found the clip. You ready for this? Let me know if you
Okay.
can hear this.
I can't hear it.
No, I
we
can't hear it.
can't hear it.
God damn it! It's so good. Hold on.
I can
hold
hear
on,
that.
hold on. Can you hear it now?
No,
Nope.
I can just hear you yelling.
Well, you
That's what I do.
No.
Oh, I see what I did wrong. I see what I did wrong. God damn, I hate this fucking thing sometimes.
Having some technical mental difficulties.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of. Okay, let me know if you can hear it now.
Malformities.
All right, let me know if you can hear this now.
Hello, Agent Starlight.
Yes.
Did you do all these drawings, Doctor?
Oh yeah, them. I tell you what, I have them coloring pencils sometimes, and I get to draw this and shit, I can't breathe in them damn masks. That's JB, you know what I mean? That's for Brandon. Yeah, I got Dale over here. Got America. Got well, you know. This is my personal stuff. But I went all the way down here to my little jail cell from F-154 truck. I can smell it. I got the senses.
Nothing.
To talk to me about my Dale Earnhardt drawings.
I'm only asking you to look at this, Doctor. Either you will or you won't.
You know, one dude pissed me off one time. Pissed me off. Started talking smack about Dale. I his liver. I know that ain't typically what you're supposed to do. Talk about Dale. The old boy kind of looked like a lady, if you know what I mean. You know, a little bit.
There's no correlation in the literature between transsexualism and violence. Transsexuals are very passive.
Whoa, little snowflake, my little liberal commie. I ain't talking about all that, man. But liver kind of tastes funny if you think about it. I don't really like it. I ate that with fried onions and some cornbread, and collard greens, but it's them glory greens and bush baked beans. You got to use the brand name on that kind of stuff because if you cheap out on it, I tell you what, I got no sir. Great value here. Ain't no food club. Squid Crow Grove, Agent Starling.
Squid Crow Grove.
Squid Crow Grove. Did you grow up in these parts?
I went to live with my mother's cousin and her husband in Montana. They had a ranch.
What kind of farm was it? Emu? Goat? Turkey?
Horses.
Sheep? Now you're talking. That's my kind of story right there.
That doesn't interest me, Doctor. Frankly, it's the sort of thing that Miggs would say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Baby girl, did that get on you? Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Bless your little heart.
Oh my god!
Beautiful, Oscar-worthy performance.
Oh god, that might be.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart, little lamb.
that last bless at the end. Listen to that. That was my dogs were like, "What the hell is going on, man?"
Oh my god, that was freaking hilarious.
It's just talking about Dale.
Dale, talk about Dale.
Don't mess with Dale, man. I tell you
That's
what.
Dale.
Oh my god, that shit! I can't. Oh god, that might have been the funniest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, you can only follow it up again with it.
Oh my god,
That's
that
my
is
jam.
so funny.
Dude, oh god, that was really good at it. See, you guys are talented. Don't even know it.
Jesus.
That
That was
was
3 minutes of gold.
the sound.
I told you.
For all that is the hardest
told you.
part.
Do we get more cutscenes for the cage scene where he's in where they transport him and then he eats everyone or skins the guy's face? Do we got some scenes for that?
I wanted to do that so bad, but by the time I got around to it, I was just like, I just got to cut like half of that. I had more.
Oh god,
Beautiful.
Pictures of Dale.
Dale, where's Dale?
We got America. We got more America. I found my overalls. I got my overalls for that one, y'all.
God, that was freaking the faces and.
And and you have blue eyes.
Yeah,
Oh,
The cannoli
my
connection.
connection. I knew it. I knew he was special. My question is, how much cocaine did you do before that clip, though?
Hey, you gotta stay sober on that. But I got
gotta stay sober.
I got
Dale.
Once the cameras were rolling.
Dale, stay sober. That's fucking great. God, where were we before I started showing?
I have no idea. I have no idea where we were.
Oh god, I was too. I know. I couldn't hold out any longer. It was so good. I know that should have been the finisher. Something nobody's ever said to me.
Well, when your wife is in a well, come on.
Yeah.
She deserved it though. No, she didn't.
For having skin?
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to wear it as a hat.
A hat.
Yeah.
You're
Buffalo Bill
transitioning
literally
into Copa.
wears someone's hair as a hat when he's doing
Exactly.
that dancing scene.
There needs to be a cannoli connection. Yes, there needs to be a cannoli connection sound, and I am working on that, of course.
Yeah.
There will be. Janet, thank you, though. Yes. I'll get to work right on that.
Use that Michael Myers, the little keyboard effect, yeah.
For the cannoli connection?
Yeah.
Well, get
I
on it,
don't know.
Whitey. You're the pianist.
Yeah, you're the Mr. Editor over here.
Yeah,
I'll whip
you can
it
make
out
a whole
later.
damn movie for $5.
For
We'd all
$5. Tree fitty.
Tree fitty.
Tree fitty.
Well, now you're talking like a producer.
Ooh.
$5? No, $3.50.
Do you guys know who else was considered for the role of Hannibal Lecter, by the way?
No, go.
We had John Hurt, Sir John Hurt.
I can see John Hurt, yeah.
Christopher Lloyd.
No.
No. Marty.
Dustin Hoffman.
Wow.
No.
Clarice.
Sir Patrick Stewart.
To the future.
Marty. You gotta go back for your kids, Marty. Clarice.
Your parents.
It's the lambs, Clarice.
Down in the
You're
well.
disappearing.
It's the lambs. Right, anyway.
Lou Gossett Jr.
Hell yeah, that would be dope.
Wait, what? Luke Gossett Jr.
Fuck yeah.
I would love to see that version of the movie. Go ahead. Yeah, that's great.
Robert Duvall.
She would walk in and he'd be
Robert
like,
Duvall.
sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Oof.
What you
Robert
want?
Duvall.
Suck the.
He'd get
I
another
wouldn't want to see
category.
I can smell you from here, woman.
Samuel Jackson.
Oh,
Hey, they're Peyton's a Dale.
Peyton's a Dale.
Those Peyton's a Dale. I love Dale.
We also had. Sorry,
wait,
go ahead.
wait, did you say
you said
Duvall?
Dustin Hoffman, right?
Dustin Hoffman, yes.
Was it gonna, if he,
Oh, I
if
thought
he
you
did
said Duvall.
Wait. No,
Robert
she
Duvall
did.
as well.
She did. But like, imagine Dustin Hoffman as Rain Man playing Hannibal Lecter.
Oh,
Oh.
God. There would be no
Yeah.
justification to keep him locked up then.
Yeah, I'm a good killer. I'm definitely a good killer.
Yeah,
definitely good
definitely,
killer.
definitely.
Definitely. Killed 7 people. Ate their liver.
We also had Jack Nicholson.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't think he fits, but I would love to see that.
It'd be an
I like to
interesting
see his
take.
interpretation.
Well, you know what I mean? I can't do a good Jack Nicholson.
I think he looks too crazy though. You need someone calm looking for Hannibal Lecter. That's the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
thing that brings him down.
How about
Because he's a
Christopher Walken as
psychologist,
Hannibal
right?
Lecter?
Could you imagine?
Exactly.
Could you imagine Jack Nicholson as your psychologist?
Stovepipe says that John Goodman would have been a good Buffalo.
Actually, I think doesn't Jack Nicholson play like a therapist of types in that one? I think it was an Adam Sandler, movie,
Sandler.
Anger Management. There we go.
Management.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
we go.
yeah,
Yeah.
We also had Robert De Niro.
He plays a good psycho, but not for this role.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a good
What's he gonna
psycho in
say?
Cape Fear.
A little bit. I killed those people a little bit. A little bit.
A little bit.
You talking to me? You
But
talking
we
to
also
me?
had Jeremy Irons, which would have been an interesting one.
That
Ooh.
would have been good.
Okay, I could probably understand. This needed a stage actor. This needed Anthony Hopkins. I needed
Oh, he
somebody
was
who has
perfect.
Sir in front of their name to be able to do it.
Jeremy Irons, huh?
Yeah.
Jeremy
Lou
Irons
Gossett
would have.
The Lou Gossett
Jeremy
Jr.
Irons
thing's
brings that.
And
Lou
I got
Gossett
one
Jr. I
more.
would love to see.
I got one more.
Who's the last one?
All right, go
Sit
ahead.
your
Go,
white
sorry.
ass down.
Sit down, honky.
Sir Sean Connery is the last one.
Yes.
Yes.
I killed those people. Yes.
Hey.
Hey, what up, Abomination AJ?
Yeah.
We're doing
Your mother's a whore.
Abomination AJ is not a movie dude, but I'm sure even he's heard of Silence of the Lambs, right?
Probably.
It's
Sean
one of the
Connery.
yeah, it's one of the few films that's like considered like a film to protect for the National Registry. So
Christopher Walken is Hannibal. Yeah, you know, I ate their liver with some fava beans in a nice Chianti.
Nice Chianti. It was tasty. It was tasty.
What about Harrison Ford as Hannibal Lecter?
Oh no,
Like
I
now-
could actually
Nick-
see him better as Jack Crawford. Harrison Ford.
Nick Nolte is, you know,
I, however, cannot smell your cunt.
I cannot. I just drunk.
Yeah, you have to. Nick Nolte always doesn't give a shit, so he's like,
Yeah.
oh, you're here.
Billy.
Billy.
I knew you were coming.
There were also some interesting ones for Clarice. So Michelle Pfeiffer was actually the first choice for
I
Clarice.
can see that.
I can see that.
But they didn't cast her because she wanted $2 million more than what Orion Films was willing to offer. So they cast.
Well, Jodie Foster was.
She was really pining for the role, right? So of course it went to her. Meg Ryan was another choice.
No,
No.
I can't.
I don't
Nah,
see that
I-
one
no.
either.
She's too
Um,
cutesy. No, I can't. No.
Yeah, she doesn't
Jodie
fit-
didn't really want the role, did she? Like, or
No,
she was
she did.
worried about the.
No, she fought for it.
Yeah,
Okay,
she
okay.
wanted to actually buy the film rights, but Gene
Ooh.
Hackman actually beat her out to it.
Okay, I thought somebody was worried
shit.
about how
Mhm.
bad it would. I guess part two, coming back for part two and all that.
Oh, I think that was like a conflict in scheduling or something, if I remember correctly. That's why they cast Julianne Moore instead in the
Okay,
sequel.
I thought that was because she didn't want to get like typecast or like horror. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we also had Brooke Smith, who ended up actually playing Catherine Martin anyway, so she was a potential. And
Okay.
Nicole Kidman actually read for the part.
Oh God.
No, that's enough. Of
I
Nicole
I
Kidman.
can't see Nicole Kidman.
It's
She's
enough
too,
with the
too
goddamn-
pretty for that.
Yeah.
And then we got a couple ones for Jack Crawford as well, the boss. Michael Keaton.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
Batman.
that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Mickey Rourke.
Oh my God! Really? God, that's terrible. All right, yeah, that's a good one.
Sir Kenneth Branagh.
For Jack Crawford?
Jack
Yeah, for
Crawford?
her boss. I think that's too small of a role for him.
No, I don't think that's good enough.
It's so not Shakespeare either.
Stovepipe says Nicole Kidman has nice nips, so she would have been good for the movie.
It's a good
Male.
observation.
Hey, what up, Left Eye Ego? My man right there. What's up, Ego?
What's up, Ego? And then also one more. So the first choice for Jack Crawford was actually Ed Harris, but he turned it down because he wanted to play Hannibal Lecter instead.
No. I like Ed Harris, but no.
Yeah.
This isn't a good show of his talent, even for that smaller
No.
role. In all honesty, so yeah, that's all the. Actually, wait, I have one more casting thing. Sorry, go ahead, Topa.
No,
No,
I was just thinking about that Jeremy Irons casting. I could see that.
I would have really liked to see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was a stage actor who knows
he
how to
do
use his eyes.
That and he can really bring that very calm,
the voice,
scary calm.
What
Scary
about
calm.
Alan Rickman as Hannibal Lecter? That would have been
no.
Shoot the glass. Clay, Bill Clay.
Where are my detonators?
Where are my detonators? Go ahead. Sorry.
You guys remember the Hannibal show, right? What that had Mads Mikkelsen in it?
I didn't watch it.
I never watched it.
Oh, it was actually a really solid show. I do recommend it.
Okay.
It's very good.
Yeah.
But they had plans to like readapt this movie in like the 2010s. So they were gonna bring back all of the so Mads Mikkelsen was Lecter, Lawrence Fishburne was Jack Crawford. There wasn't a Clarice in that. It was a bunch of other because this was a prequel, right? And they were going to cast Ellen Page as Clarice Sterling before she transitioned to Elliot.
Oh,
Shouldn't Ellen Page be Buffalo Bill?
Ooh,
she'd fit it now if they did it that way. Yeah,
Well, she's
I think she's too
Wow.
short though.
I'd fuck me.
She has the scars too. Like he had
Well,
the
she-
tattoo.
She doesn't have
under
to
the
tuck,
breast.
or it doesn't have. He or she doesn't have to tuck anymore, right? Didn't she have all
It's a
her
she.
surgeries?
No,
It's a
he would
she.
have to tuck again.
See,
have to have
Abomination
something.
AJ knows Jeremy Irons from his favorite movie of all time, The Lion King and Scar. Yes, you are correct,
Abomination
AJ.
AJ, you need to watch Die Hard with a Vengeance with Jeremy Irons as the bad guy.
Dude.
Or the
Hey,
man,
our
man in the Iron Mask.
Yeah,
our
Man
friend
in
from
Iron
Or the
India.
time machine.
Yeah.
Love listen to your conversation, but sorry. Thanks for chiming. It's
Yeah,
morning
thank
time
you.
in India, but thank you for joining the conversation. Of
Yeah,
course,
thank
as
you.
always.
Yeah. See you later.
Jeremy Irons is a great villain. He played a great role in Die Hard with a Vengeance. That's why I like that movie so much too. He was really good.
I wonder what if they offered him the role though. If he was a choice and they offered him, why he turned it down. Maybe it's because he was coming off that villain track.
What was Anthony Hopkins coming off of though around this time?
Elephant
Cocaine.
Man?
A lot of cocaine.
Elephant Man? Is that what you? I remember that movie, but like
That was a
God,
great
man,
movie.
they just picked the perfect fucking. Look at his eyes. He's nuts.
So he did for his preparation for this. Actually, he went and actually sat in the courtrooms for a lot of
Yeah.
serial killers to get the feel for him.
He
But I
also ate
couldn't
people.
Got a taste for the role.
He got a taste for the role. Literally got a taste. He just nibbled on some legs and arms.
Well,
And,
like
just
I couldn't find anywhere what I guess he didn't divulge this information to anyone, but because he said it was some
he
really
wouldn't.
famous killers that he sat in the courtroom for.
Jesus, could you imagine?
Right, because at the time this movie would have been filming too, because we're also looking at kind of we're getting past the height now of the serial killer kind of peak because the 80s we just saw a ton of them, right?
Yes.
And then by the end of the 80s there's Bundy's execution in I think 89 or 90. And then it started to kind of die down
Kinda
after
drop
that.
off a little bit, yeah.
Right. So the timing wise for this film was pretty spot on just to build off of that. So I'm curious who he got to sit in on.
Well, imagine nowadays with everything going on with the shows on Netflix and people's love, total love for serial killers and all that. It's prime for a remake, unfortunately.
This is the shit that makes me nervous about Mrs. Sasquatch, though. She likes all this crap.
I think it's not just a woman thing. Women like true crime. I love true crime too.
Wow. What is it that? I mean, it's interesting stuff, but she's hardcore, and I'm like, what is it?
You know what it is.
Something. No, God,
I did. Okay, so I've been watching a lot of anti-feminism videos in my spare time in the background now.
Shocking.
So women crave drama. Even if you say you don't crave drama, in some way or form, they crave drama. That's why those stupid reality shows are so popular within the female viewing population.
It's just like a genetic thing. It's just built in.
Sort of, yeah. So when they're not getting any drama from their immediate relationships, they seek it in an outside source. And when you look at true crime, that's kind of the peak you can go with any sort of drama,
Damn
right?
women, I swear to God. Never ends with you people. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I love you all.
I actually
Thankfully,
bought
I'm
John
not married.
Douglas's book as well. The guy that was the inspiration for Jack
Yeah,
Crawford. It's a good read.
Yeah, the missus said that his book was fantastic. So
Oh, great. Fantastic book.
yeah, it's great. I'm very happy to hear that. She loves true crime. So I'm gonna be dead someday. We've talked about this before. It's gonna.
As soon as she gets out of the well.
How would she kill you, by the way?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You
I told
think I
my
know?
husband if I ever killed him, I'd poison him because he eats all my food. I'd just slowly poison him to death.
That's good. Just deteriorate his stomach
Miss
from the inside.
Cannoli. She'll be in the courtroom. Yeah, so I used the bleach, and help get rid of the prints, and then
Vex's
use
husband's
lime.
slowly getting sick.
The good news is though, we'll be living in Florida, so I just gotta go to a gator pit and that body's gone. Nobody has to know.
She's already planned this out. You see,
Wow.
just got to get that.
This
citizenship.
sounds detailed. Detailed. Go on.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah,
Yeah,
What would
incriminate
you cut
the
the
fuck out of
body
yourself.
with?
That's just the plan. That's it.
Oh,
I will.
okay,
I would either drive it out to Louisiana, which is like 4 hours, or I would go down to the Keys and drop it in the Everglades.
The show took a very dark turn.
Yeah, what the hell is going on? Like, I gotta drop dead bodies off here. We're gonna look. Even left eye ego. He goes, we get our drama. Me and Shiro get our drama from Married at First Sight. There you go.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Women are-
Okay.
see,
But on a more positive spin.
Yeah, let's not talk about slicing our
Woody
husbands'
Allen
throats and-
for Dr. Hannibal. They should have got Woody Allen.
Woody Allen is Dr. Hannibal.
He's too
Jeez,
tiny.
guys, I don't know.
He doesn't look intimidating at all.
I think if you take a look,
I think if I ate that person's liver,
if
yeah.
this is all that Crawford has to send, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, just find someone with pigs. Wookie B. Bad says, find someone with pigs. That's all.
I
Go
just
to a
want to make
pig
sure
farm.
it's gone. That's all.
Yeah, we know. Fucking weird, man. You women are all nuts. I'm gonna slicing people's throats and throwing them in the Everglades and feeding them, making their stomachs deteriorate. And I don't trust any of you people. I'm scared. No, I'm not gonna go to be able to sleep tonight. Thanks. Thanks a lot. And I married a Sicilian woman who Copa.
You're
help me.
bad. You were so dumb.
I'm done. It's
Oh,
over for.
dumb. It
I'm
is so
done.
over for you.
Yeah, I like those
One
casting.
false move,
options.
dude. She's
Oh,
got
it's
the
over.
double barrel. I already
She
know how
said-
she's going to get you.
She says she's a vegetarian, but
Sure.
right.
But she won't mind taking a chunk of your ass.
She ever call you sweet cheeks?
Yeah. Yeah, Jen, I'm done. It's over. It was nice hosting
Yeah.
for you people. And,
I looked it up. Jodie Foster was doing a different film at the time, so there's a scheduling conflict. That's why she didn't come back for Hannibal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and they picked who was the person that took over for her?
Julianne Moore.
Julie. This didn't work.
I don't think she
Wasn't-
was a good fit for that at all. In all,
Wasn't
I
even
think
a
the
good-
only
wasn't-
part that like really freaked me out was when they cut Ray Liotta's crown
Brain?
off and then started eating his brain while he was still alive. That freaked me out. But other than that, that movie was crap.
That was
Whoopi
terrible.
Goldberg is Agent Starling.
Oh my god.
She's gonna talk about how it wasn't a hate crime, the Holocaust.
Yeah.
That's where she'll start going.
Do they have wardrobe big enough to fit her?
Oh, I mean, Buffalo
You
Bill's
will
got
be
some
the
size
first
14.
FBI agent to wear a muumuu.
That's oh god, that would be the ugliest FBI agent ever in the history of FBI agents. Wow. Yeah, that casting choices are really. I gotta say, probably Jeremy Irons would be the most intriguing there, besides Luke Gossip. Luke Gossip. That would be. I mean, Cope is right. That would be fun.
If it were a comedy, if it were a dark comedy, there we go.
Oh, yeah,
Lou
he's
Gossett
perfect.
Jr. would be perfect. Yeah.
Luke Gossip Jr. was awesome.
I have the
Diamond
box
Phillips.
office numbers too, as you requested. If you
Oh,
want those.
thank you, ma'am. Yes, please. I want to know. Yeah. So, what was the budget on this movie? I'm very curious.
Okay, so the budget was $19 million in total. 500,000 of that was to buying the film rights for the movie, and then Jodie Foster was paid $2 million for this.
Not bad.
So it released on February 14th, 91. It was actually like for a big release, it was like the only one that weekend. It came out right after. It came off right after Sleeping with the Enemy. So it knocked Sleeping with the Enemy off of its number 1 spot, which it had for 2 weeks. And then LA Story and Never Ending Story 2 came out the week after.
Did they? Which was number 1 the week after?
So Silence of the Lambs stayed at number 1 for 5 weeks after it came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't doubt.
And it had 2 re-releases over the years as well. So after everything is adjusted for inflation, the worldwide take was $272 million.
Okay.
Wow.
The sequel then, because this was so good, the sequel in 2001 made $352 million.
Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
And the movie's terrible, but just because,
the hype, right? And then
hype,
Julianne Moore was kind of at a peak of her career at that time too, if I recall, right?
Yeah,
so
and it was Tony Scott directed. He reprised his role as Hannibal, so all the pieces were kind of there. But
hey, what's up, grumpy old gamer?
Hey, Grumpy. I tell you, wasn't at its peak was her Southern accent.
Yeah.
Oh, Julianne Moore.
I didn't believe her Southern accent at all. She
was
seemed like
terrible.
such a weird casting choice.
And then
hey, y'all, stop in the name of the law.
The law.
The law.
Was that wait, one of my favorite movies minus the horse scene? What the hell is she talking about?
Is she talking about Hannibal?
I thought Vex was the horse expert.
Cowboy expert.
Cowboy expert, sorry.
There you go. I want to see who else was like considered for Clarice Starling before Julianne Moore was cast. Actually,
yeah, that's really weird. I hated her casting.
Oh, okay. Mason Verger. So the role that Ray Liotta got was originally offered to Christopher Reeve.
Really?
Well, that's all he had left was his brain, right?
That's it. The stream's over. That's all going on.
We can't be ableist in 2020.
God damn it, Copa.
I
What do you think
absolutely
this is?
can't. Hey, I'm legally blind. I could do whatever I want.
I'm legally
Just like Vex
blind.
can.
Hey, he just had to walk away from the role.
That's all he had to do. You mean blow away from the role?
Oh my God.
I'm rolling out. Okay.
Jesus Christ. You guys are awful.
Actually, before Anthony Hopkins came back for the sequel, Tim Roth and John Malkovich were considered for Hannibal Lecter.
Awful.
No.
Awful choices.
I mean, Malkovich is a good actor, but not for
What about
that
Tim
role.
Robbins?
Yeah. If you pull a Shawshank.
Was it Claire
What about
Danes?
Morgan
was
Freeman?
Claire Danes was
Oh,
considered
yes.
Clarice Starling.
Morgan Freeman is Hannibal Lecter. That'd be good. Some birds were meant to fly.
But that's why you found it in her mouth.
Yeah, it was in her mouth, wasn't it? Well, he did the what was that serial killer movie? Not the killer with the was it Kiss the Girls? He did a movie called Kiss the Girls.
Yeah, and Along Came the Spider and
7.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got a
this is
huge
7.
list of considerations for Clarice Starling. A lot of these are interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got Gillian Anderson.
Yeah.
Okay, Jennifer Aniston.
Wow.
Okay. Christina
She's
Applegate.
busy playing Leprechaun.
Christina Applegate? Peg Bundy? No. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
so.
what everybody wanted to watch was Al Bundy's daughter
Daughter, just yeah.
Hannibal.
getting
Drew
semen thrown
Barrymore.
at her.
Who?
Drew Barrymore.
No.
No.
These are really questionable. I don't know who thought any of these were good.
Drew
Where are you
Barrymore.
getting this
Beckinsale.
list at?
I found it on IMDb.
Is this some Canadian website you're fucking?
Internet Movie
IMDb?
Database. It's owned by
Okay.
Amazon.
Okay, all right. I'm just checking.
Kate Beckinsale.
No.
No. Okay. Kate Blanchett.
No.
No.
These people
Sandra
are
Bullock.
Cope is like, no.
No.
I like how you said it though. You said it all fancy, like you like been all these fancy dinner parties. Now you're saying Blanchet.
Did you hear it? Kate
Blanchet.
Blanchett.
Blanchet.
It's a French name. I'm in a
Yeah,
French
okay.
English
Blanchett.
shit. Like
Blanchett.
Blanche.
It's
Kate
Blanchett.
Blanche.
Kate Blanchett, not freaking high society
The
folks.
het is silent.
She's not even in Montreal. She's
No-
in there.
no kidding.
Kate Blanchett.
Blanchett. Look at me, I have dinner parties. Hello.
I also have Jennifer Connelly.
I would just want to see her.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
Yeah, that's
okay.
true. Kristen Davis.
Who?
She's the brunette from Sex and the City, the cute one, Charlotte.
Good God, no.
Okay.
God, no. A squirrel.
You're gonna love this one. Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, that's all we need. Something
Right.
about Mary fucking
Yeah.
chasing Hannibal Lecter.
Tell me more, Dr. Lecter.
Could you imagine her being? She's getting typecasted as the woman with semen in her hair.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, she probably would have liked it. Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
just
just
gonna
darling,
read
is
the
that
more
gel
interesting
in your hair?
ones, 'cause this list is really long. So we had Helen Hunt.
No.
Oh God, no.
Are we going to say how long is this list?
How long is this list going for?
I'm just gonna say the interesting ones from here on out. Angelina Jolie.
She wasn't even a thing then.
She wasn't a person. She wasn't in Africa stealing children.
Yeah, she
I was kissing her brother at
children
this
in-
point.
Yeah,
And wearing
kidding.
Bailey
Filipino
popcorn with
child,
blood around her neck.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is like
It's a terrible.
fan
They're just they're just picking every fucking female actress. And
Yeah.
like, oh, let's get her. Let's get
Pretty
her. All right,
much,
go ahead,
yeah.
Beck. What's the next
Two
one?
more, Vex.
Yeah,
Okay.
Two more,
Griffin.
two
Two more. Okay. Sarah
Rosie
Jessica
O-
Parker.
All of Sex and the City cast is going to be
One
in
of them
this
better
movie?
be Rosie O'Donnell.
No. And Brooke
Strong
Shields.
woman. Strong.
Why are these people? These are like the worst choices I've ever heard in my
It's just
life.
reflective of how trash that movie was, though. When you look
But I
at
mean, like,
some
there's
of these
nobody else they could pick. Like Cameron Diaz. What the hell?
Cameron Diaz wasn't even a thing in 90 in
91?
90.
When did the
No.
mask come out? That was like mid 90s, early 90s.
Yeah, and
95?
she was doing Charlie's Angels around this time.
No, Charlie's Angels is way into the future. That's like year 2.
No. So Hannibal was 2001.
Look who joined.
Charlie's Angels, the first one was 2000.
Oh, we're talking about Clarice being casted in Hannibal.
Hannibal, the sequel.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
she's.
I thought
Yeah,
you
no,
were
not
talking about.
not the original.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Silence of the Lambs. I'm like, what
no,
the
she
fuck?
she went
But
over
they're
that
still all
list already.
stupid, anyways.
Talk about
Yeah. They're all terrible.
get ready to be harassed there, Vex. Sorry, Filipino meatballs in the chat.
Oh,
now,
he's here.
so- Yeah, he's there. Goes.
Well, I'm glad he
There-
could show up for this show.
Oh,
Dang.
damn, man.
Well, we're just too good. We're too good of a show.
So, where the hell did we leave off with the plot of the movie at this point? Because we went way.
know.
off
We
it.
kinda
Well,
did
we were just discussing like symbolism and
broad
connections. We haven't
spectrum of
actually
the
gone
movie.
through much of the plot yet.
But what are you trying to say?
I'm just
Well,
telling it how it is.
Well,
Yeah, that is very true. We know, and you did, and I appreciate you for that. Yeah, we really didn't go over much of the plot. Okay, so
we
anyway,
don't need to go over the plot. She's trying to find a serial killer, and she's not even an FBI.
yeah, it's pretty obvious. I'm just kind of scrubbing. God, look at his eye. You notice the one thing, too. Do you notice a lot of the time, especially in his cell? Well, there was that one scene in his cell when I think she's giving him that fake, like deal where they're gonna take him to Plum Island, right? And if he, you notice, I don't know, Copa, did you catch this? Let me know the symbolism here where he keeps looking away from her while she's confessing about her childhood and
Yeah.
So what do you think? What's that all about?
So he has her open up about her childhood, and it's just too painful for him to bear. And then
Okay.
it also is opening. It's also opening him up to his past abuses. Like he doesn't want to face the abuses that he went through when he was a child, and possibly he doesn't want to really face the abuses that he's caused on other people, abusing other people. So
Right.
he has to face away from her telling that story because it's way too intimate for him.
I like that. Yeah, I caught that for like not the first time, but I mean, even the few times I've watched it prior, I was like, oh, that's kind hey, Theme Park Casual. What's up, buddy?
Go Theme Park.
Theme Park. Got a good channel, Theme Park Casual. Go subscribe to him. Had some great content up this
I
last
love
week.
all of his theme parks that he hits up because it's all the theme parks from my childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I like watching. Yeah, I like watching him
He
go
like
through
hit up
and-
he hit up a theme park where Knott's Berry Farm.
Mhm.
And,
Oh, yeah?
and they have the best churros. Like if you guys ever go to Knott's Berry Farm, get yourself a churro. That's all I have to say.
Just go for the churros, not the rides.
Dude, sometime when back in the day when we had passes to Knott's Berry Farm, sometimes we'd go just for a churro and maybe one ride.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
I don't blame you.
Hell yeah.
Hells yeah, boy.
Look at them eyes. Look at those eyes. Those dead eyes.
Look at those eyes. That is this guy, man, is just ridiculous throughout this movie.
But you see those people that are like that, the detachment that they feel on, like what Copa was saying, like they kind of have to detach. Like, you never see him, be like, I guess, well, look at the redneck character that I played earlier. Like, you don't see them being cordial, like, oh, how's the weather? How you doing, Agent Starling? You want, they're not really interested in that. They're interested in something way deeper. And when you're giving them pure emotion, it's not exactly like turning them off, but it's like they don't know exactly how to deal with it. And he knows that she's genuine, and she's, how many people he's probably examined on, when he was doing his jobs professionally, from different place to different place, depending on how many people he had killed. How many people that he had just totally, they have bore their soul to him, and how many liars that psychiatrists and psychologists run into, and they have to make you basically break down your bullshit wall until you finally tell them the truth.
Yeah, that's what makes it so scary. Like a guy who's a serial killer, who's a psychiatrist and knows how to get into the minds of people. It's fucking creepy, man. Knows their deepest, darkest secrets, innermost personal stuff, and he knows how to use it against you, lure you in, and then he eats your face off.
Well, yeah, that's what most serial killers do, is they're there to manipulate you. They don't.
And do you feel like he knows that she is lying to him? Like, do you feel like, he can tell finally once, like, she's now finally lying to me. Now I'm just going to leave her clues instead. But, here she is, she's finally telling me another FBI lie.
Well, I think when she handed him the deal, he knew that she wasn't lying, but he knew that Crawford was lying.
Yeah.
Right.
She was just doing her job, basically trying to,
and he knew
getting used.
Yeah. He knew she was being used.
She was innocent in the whole thing. She knows she's kind of she's not even an FBI agent at this point, right? She's still a trainee, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, he definitely, he knew what he was doing. But,
are we still talking about the offer that she gives him?
Yeah, the Plum Island. She's going to go to the Plum Island.
I was going to say, the first meeting they have, you recall how he mimics her her southern accent, but it's more to mock her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a psychiatrist, right? So I just found it was interesting that that's what a lot of people try to do to try and make you feel more comfortable in like foreign situations, is they'll try to mimic your body language and your tone. But the way he does it is in a malicious way, which I thought was...
Which Southerners feel rather offended by, like, oh, look at him. He over here trying to talk like us.
The lambs
trying their little clammy little fingers crawling all over. Oh, well, this gets into ASMR speech right here, is what it does.
Oh, don't.
Cannoli ASMR.
Could you see Copa's face right there? You said ASMR.
He's doing the stare that Hannibal did. Now he's looking despondent. He's like,
now he's gonna eat our brains. No. He's gonna eat our eat our tongues out. Yeah,
he's gonna rip your face off.
Mr. Lecter. Stop it, Mr. Lecter. Tap, tap, tap.
Even Jan in the chat's like, no ASMR. All right, we'll save that for another. Look how creepy he is here when he gets. Basically,
yeah. I love this part because he taunts the senator. He's like, amputees, they get they have a when their leg is amputated, they still feel it. That part of your leg that's missing. What part do you think is going to itch when your daughter's on the slab? I was like, damn, dude.
Did you breastfeed her?
That was the more interesting part. Is he appealed to, because like it was the same thing that they had done in the press. I think this is after the press release, right, where they're begging for their daughter back. But one of the typical tactics that they'll use when people go missing in real life is they'll get the parents to try and appeal to the killer's like or kidnapper's like softer side or like emotional nature. So he goes in deep and starts off with the maternal like jab right away before getting, and then he transitions into the slap part. I was like, fucking savage.
He knows how to cut people in half, man.
Filipino people wants to know who could you beat in a fight from this movie? What the fuck? I could definitely take this psychiatrist here. What's his name? The creepy one?
Chilton.
Yeah, I can kick his ass.
Oh yeah, he's such a slime ball, man.
I think Vex can take Hannibal just because she'd probably make him cry. She'd do that woman thing where she's like just talking down to him. And
how evil do you think I am?
No, I don't mean evil, but you know.
Well, I mean, you were discussing how you're going to murder your husband.
Listen,
that's what I mean.
I'm sure all the ladies in the chat, you don't have to say yes, but you all thought about it and you all planned if in a specific situation you had to kill someone and get rid of the body. Please don't be listening. And you,
I love how it went from husband to someone.
God,
when you had to kill someone.
Creepy. Hold on, we have breaking news. Vex is a psychopath. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Don't kill me, please.
Just like be prepared. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah.
She's transforming.
This is my transformation episode. There you
this
go.
is it.
There's a moth in here somewhere.
Yeah, I see butterfly pictures on the wall next week. I'm gonna go, oh God, here we go.
Yeah.
There are butterflies on my shower curtain, actually.
See, it's already happening.
Shit. Cannoli connection. The cannoli killer connection.
Hey, look, it's the cop guy who always plays a cop guy on the very left there.
Oh yeah, the same act. Oh, great. Here we go. Thanks a lot. That's
You're welcome,
great.
ladies.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, Copa. Now Jan is like, I haven't thought of it, but now I apparently need to. There you go. Now that's it. See what happens?
See, this is why I don't let my wife watch this shit. Oh, don't worry about joining the chat, honey.
Yeah, you got a lot of open area around you, Whitey. You better be careful, man. Look at this. Look how creepy this shit is.
Yeah, this was great. I mean, it made memes, basically,
Yeah.
So much comedy based off of this one moment, that mask.
Yep. I should dress like that for Halloween. Copa, be Hannibal Lecter for Halloween next year.
Oh yeah, really?
Come on.
That'd be a good one. Yeah.
That'd be a good one, right?
Okay.
I'm just thinking about how there's because of
He's
the mask craze of the current climate, there were idiots that would oh, we can't breathe normally, but let me just cut this hole around the mouth.
Oh yeah.
Completely defeats the point of wearing a mask.
I love the ones that went out to dinner with the mask on, but they had a hole for their food.
Oh my goodness. And there was the one with
the instruments.
Right, the band players.
Yeah.
And then our prime minister in Canada actually had a clear one.
Oh.
So you could see because
the food particles coming through
No, because people get desensitized seeing only half a face. So he put he got a mask with a clear part just here.
He's got to get some FaceTime in. Everybody's got to look at his beautiful face. That's
Canada.
what got him elected.
Girls wanting to fuck him is what got him elected.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. There you go.
They love
Castro.
He fucks underage girls.
Castro Jr.
Castro Jr.
Castro Jr. Yep.
Yeah.
There is no way that dude is not Castro's kid.
You seen the pictures, right?
Yeah, they're too alike. They're way too alike.
All right, y'all. You're traveling into my zone right now.
All right.
Politics. Oh, there's a good picture right there.
Oh yeah.
There's that
sexy Anthony.
We say like a glove.
Wow.
His
Filipino meatballs got a hot take for Vex.
Oh, what am I missing? Hold on. I'm pretty evil. Is that it?
No, I have it up on the screen. You don't see it?
Oh, hold on. Oh, would you rather fuck which prime minister? There's many prime ministers.
Well, no, he's talking about your.
Oh, Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, yeah, because at least Hannibal Lecter will pay attention to you. He'd
exactly.
be like, You
Not
look
only that,
beautiful,
but
Vex.
he'll take control, whereas Justin Trudeau will just want me to peg him, if anything.
Oh,
So
I could see that.
I don't know. He'd be
there
like a
you
dead
go.
fish. He'd be like a dead.
Yeah, I could see. Poke me with that
No.
vaccine, Vex. Poke me.
Do
Are
you
you here
find
for
me
the jab?
beautiful and attractive?
Do you
Vex?
love me?
Do I look
Tell
good in
me
this
I'm-
mask?
Tell me
Oh
I'm
my
pretty.
god. He'll
Hey,
be showing me
Herman
all his
P.
socks as
Hunter.
well.
What's up, buddy? Hi,
Herman.
Mr. Zoolander is really, really good looking. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining the show,
Really,
there, buddy.
really good
Appreciate
looking.
you. I beat. Oh wait, I bet Hannibal's really good at. Wow. Yeah. I ate. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. We all know what Hannibal. Vex is like. I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe. Just
can
looking at
smell
this
your
picture,
cat.
it's a maybe.
Well,
Did you douche?
Do
Did
you-
you douche for strawberry? But you didn't douche for strawberry today. I, however,
Look at
not-
Copa's
no.
face. Like, what the hell?
Hey, I'm waiting for Vex to spit out what she just drank. Whitey almost
almost-
got her to do a spit take.
She
right
almost
on her
turned white.
microphone.
She almost turned white again.
Oh yeah. Boy, look at her
I was
credit
waiting
score
for it.
going up.
Hold on. Yeah. She's choking.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, you're
Oh.
not into pegging. Our relationship hangs on to the answer for this. To this.
I mean, I'll peg you because I'm sure you'd like it really aggressively. So that means like I can just put my all into it, you know?
Where did this fucking conversation lead into? We're talking about the. You know.
Can we get back
You
to
put
eating
this
organs?
image on the screen, of course the comment.
Okay, that's better. See, that's how he look at you while you're on. That's how he'd
That's-
look at you when he's on top.
That's what he. That's what he
But
looks like
look
when
at
she's
him.
pegging him.
Yeah.
But, okay, look at him now.
good, Clarice. It feels
Everything since he gets into this new scene, into this new little temporary
Cell.
cell.
Yeah, this-
He is a predator from then on. He is out
Oh.
of out
Completely
of the
changed.
zone of
What-
calm, cool, collected because he knows he can
Well,
get out soon, and he's already
it's
turned himself
What's
into the.
even interesting is look at his wardrobe change. What does he turn into? His entire wardrobe is pure white, so he's
Pure
back
white.
to being a doctor.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
that's
what-
true.
So he's nice and sterile. And he's a doctor again, and now he's about to be a killer again.
And he took a dump.
Yeah,
And he's taking a dump right here.
Yeah, he took a dump while listening to orchestra, like we
Yeah.
all do in the morning time.
So is he like he's in like some ballroom in a hotel somewhere?
Yeah.
Is that
They
what
were
that-
in between transferring him. That's all.
Yeah,
So this is
right,
where they had
yeah.
transferred him to talk to that senator, and this was supposed to be the in between to his next stop, right?
I
But the
gotcha.
white clothing actually was a recommendation from Anthony Hopkins, apparently, because he recommended that they put Lecter in white because he has a fear of dentists, and he associates
Who
white
doesn't?
with doctors. I don't. Why are
Oh.
you scared of the dentist?
Oh, fuck the dentist.
Are you an anti-dentite?
I am an anti-dentite. Fuck the dentist.
You're anti-dentite.
Evil. They're
Jerry.
evil. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and look at your tooth. That's $7,000. Here you go. No.
Let me inside.
You know what, Vex? It's not of a fear of them. It's the I'm gonna be bankrupt when I go to the
Right,
dentist.
okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Well,
that's fair.
Canoli's kind of touching on something too. Is a dentist. You're under his control the entire time, aren't you?
Mhm.
And you get
Yeah, yeah.
knives put in your mouth.
And
So-
there's blood and everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's using his instruments in your mouth.
Yeah,
Some
he's
people like
putting his
that. Though.
instru-
Wow. Okay.
You
We
said
almost got-
instruments in the
We
mouth.
almost
okay.
got new ASMR.
You could
Okay.
you could catch Vex on OnlyFans.
Plug, plug, plug.
Oh my god.
Flipping it.
But hold on. Herman the P Hunter says, I hear during the next election cycle, Trudeau is going to premiere his new policy platform codenamed Blue Steel.
They're all the same look.
But he
Seriously, the only-
turned left.
Yeah, I agree. Theme park. It's a fucking. My parents just had literally like $20,000 worth of dental work done in the last 6 months. I'm like, no, just let them fall out. I can glue them back in, right?
Did they get dentures? Is that why? Or?
No, that's like just this crowns and replacement teeth, and like they have like this
Maintenance.
They have this new laser technique now that saves the gums in the teeth instead of getting them pulled. It's fucking crazy. But you know, it's like they're gonna get it done. But come on, man, $20,000. The fuck.
I don't know, dude. I'm pretty thankful because like before I started getting back on camera and stuff like that, I had like missing part between my here and my tooth. I had like Lawrence Fishburne going on.
You had the Strahan thing going on.
Oh,
Michael
dude.
Strahan thing going on.
I could spit at you like a viper or something. But
Okay, we went from Silence of the Lambs to dental talk. This
Okay,
show
yeah,
can go
yeah,
in
let's
many
go.
directions. This.
look
yeah,
at
see,
him though. He is in total predator mode,
But
man.
the facial expressions.
The
are
look,
fucking-
the look.
She looks like a lamb. Look,
She
predator,
does.
predator and prey. There you
She's
go.
worried.
Yeah,
she's
like it's
innocent.
just she's just there's that cope like you were saying, the close-up shots, the expressions, like the acting without act. It's fucking incredible.
That's another
Um,
thing I wanted to touch on actually. So there's a lot. So in comparison to, I find a lot of other like serial killer movies or anything, they don't often focus on the face because usually the focus is more like to scare you with the gore and the bodies
Right.
and all of that stuff.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
But instead, they try to appeal to your humanity a little bit more by focusing all the conversations. Think about it, all the major conversations between Clarice and other characters. You always get a direct close up of her face, or the central shot is of her face, right? Even when she's talking to Buffalo Bill, it's the same thing. The focus is on his face when he's talking. So I noticed that they try to, like, I think that's what it makes this movie even creepier, is that it doesn't try to scare you with all the other elements.
Exactly.
It's trying to show like this is how dark people can get. Like
Mhm.
it can be anyone, right? Also,
Right.
another fun tidbit as well. Apparently, the house where they filmed like Buffalo Bill's stuff is next door to Ted Levine, the actor that plays him, is next door to his high school girlfriend's house in real life.
Oh, that's creepy.
This is really, really interesting, I thought.
That is
He
interesting.
knew the neighborhood when they were looking for locations.
Oh yeah, well.
Maybe he just
Well,
wanted
that
to
was
be.
very
I got the perfect house. A really
No, it's
great
right-
kill house. It's
Yeah.
right next door to my ex-girlfriend.
You know what she did? She cheated on me. Let's go film there.
Yeah, that'll bring down that land value. Great.
But yeah, it's yeah. See, and then this is where she's trying to get information from him, but they don't want her there, obviously, so they're pushing her out. It's just crazy. Like, and he knows he's playing games. This part here,
Oh man.
he found the pen that the psychiatrist in this jail cell. He like basically took it because he sees it on the pillow before they transfer him, and you're like, okay, here we go. And then he's like taking his time behind the sheet, basically, or whatever, and he's just like regurgitating this little part of the pen so he can get out of his handcuffs. So you're bringing the food, they're about to feed him. And it's just like he's so stone-faced, just very calm. That's what it's even makes it even more creepy about these people. Serial killer, his role, just like you said, stoic. Nothing's bothering him. There's no emergency. He's not rushing into anything.
He knows not to act like he's like a criminal, like somebody who's about to do
100%.
something.
Well, there you go. Yeah, he bites the guy's face off basically when he gets out of his handcuffs, and
It's a shame.
He starts
Which is a shame because he has a perfectly good cooked steak up there in the top left corner.
it looked good, right? The potato.
Good. Yeah, he got a really good meal.
Look at this guy. This guy's like, I'm dying for this white fool.
Yeah. He's like, what the hell are we doing?
What are
Is
we
that
doing
Louis Gossett
here?
Jr. up there?
That should have been me in the cage playing that shit.
Look, you haven't already died.
Sounds like
Yeah.
Mr. Gossett
my
Jr.
people.
is tearing him a new ass or something. I'm not doing that. I ain't going
Yeah,
up there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But then they, I don't know if I can show it here, but they get inside the room. What he did to the one of the policemen there. He's kind of hanging, with his guts entrails like coming out, and it's fucking just disturbing, man. And then he plays the trickery part. He does a little trickery. This I don't know if you. Yeah, go ahead.
Did
sorry,
just go back that mustache though. I was like,
Yeah,
I
it's a
was
pretty
hyper focused
legit
on this.
mustache.
Yeah,
I'm
cop
trying
mustaches
to see if
were-
I can get to it. Let me see if I can get
Yeah,
to it.
that mustache stretched from cheek to cheek though.
It's a
Yeah.
weird, but and it's not like thin, and it's not even thick. It's really weird.
No, yeah.
Why can't I get to the goddamn? Oh wait, I just had it. God damn it! Is this
There
it?
you go. Look at that
Oh, yeah.
mustache.
It's all-
What the fuck is that?
It's just, it's a patch of just look at that thin hair. It's just stretching across.
This whole scene was so tense, and then I noticed the guy's mustache. I was like, "What the? What is it?"
He's the brother of Snidely Whiplash over there. Like, no, I'm gonna be straight cut, but I'm keeping the mustache.
Yeah, see, Herman says that it wasn't steak; it was lamb,
Oh.
rare
Oh, that's right.
lamb.
That's right.
God damn it.
Silence.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
which makes sense though, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
so-
rare.
Now this part that comes up here, where he kind of pulls the
Mhm.
some trickery here. Did you? I mean, obviously, we knew he didn't. If you're smart enough watching these movies, you know he wasn't dead. But I wasn't. But I know people who actually watched this and bought it. Like, oh, they killed him, and I'm like, no, he's not dead. And how he pulls this off, though, oh my god, man!
He certainly does pull it off.
Yeah, he literally pulls it off. He just sits up and he
What a
yanks the
ripoff.
guy's. He wears the guy's face as a mask. It's fucking crazy. And
That's
then
the
he's got
body they found above the elevator. The guy whose face he took off. You know.
Yeah.
I want to take his face off. You know?
Off his face.
It's Nick Cage. Nick Cage should have played him.
He inspired him.
Yeah. I ate his liver. I ate his liver. I took his face off.
Did you give him back the bunny?
Yeah. Did you put the bunny back in the box? Fucking Nick Cage. Yeah, and then obviously, she gets warned, obviously, that he's escaped. She's panicking now. She's like, "Oh shit, is he gonna come after me? We have this relationship," but he knows, So obviously, think about that. If you know a serial killer broke out, and the first thing you got to be thinking, he's gonna come after me. Like, what the fuck goes through your mind?
She trusts him so completely.
She kind of did, but you still in the back of your mind, you got to be thinking, well, he's still a fucking killer.
No, he won't come after me.
Yeah.
Yeah. He smelled my cow.
And this Buffalo Bill making a skin shirt
with the ironic love tattoo on his hand. Too.
Yeah. And then the Belvedere, Ohio. There you go. And then so she's kind of like going searching. Oh, she's getting information on the victim and
previous victim. Yeah,
she's
previous victim
profile. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then obviously the director, he's like, oh yeah, we know who he is. They got false info, obviously, from so and so, got bad information, and so she's on her own. And you're putting this together like, oh shit, she's screwed because she finds Buffalo. Well, this is the part that Whitey likes. This is Whitey's favorite part. There, this lady's in the well, and this is the part where she traps the dog and with the bucket and pulls Bill's dog in, the chicken bone. This is Whitey's favorite part of them. Oh, some nipples. There you go.
That's the tattoo I was talking about, though. So if Elliot Page decides to take over, she's already got the tit scars.
I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube, so I won't show the part where Buffalo Bill's doing the tuck and roll. But
you don't even see anything, to be honest. Like you don't see balls or anything. It's just a bit of bush.
And everybody that they talk to, is right
face
to face with them.
Look how fucking creepy this is, though. It's mannequins
I was just saying,
everywhere.
look at this 80s rock star look he's got going, kind of.
Little Bon Jovi going.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Dead or alive, I'm wanted.
Imagine seeing this maybe when you're 9 and you're like,
no.
Is that Bon Jovi?
Why does that?
I was thinking more
inspire me
Stevie
so
Nicks.
Yeah, I can see that because of the robe and the hair.
The
a little
robe and
bit,
the
Well, then
hose.
same thing with Steven Tyler. Like, there's a lot of scars and sashes around everything.
Yeah.
Fava beans, black beans are a better choice for more balanced nutrition. Thank you, Herman. I agree with you.
Yes, that is very true.
And Meatball does make a point about himself here. He's inspired by the well part. Yeah, that's that makes a lot of sense for you. You're a sick bastard. It's true.
There's a well inside of all of us with
the
moths.
That scene with the waitress
The
too,
girl.
that's like just another instance of that whole like the femininity and just having a piece of power. Because this is now an instance instead of guys hitting on her in a position of power. Now there's a woman looking up to her instead.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
a reverse in the movie,
right?
yeah.
So that was an interesting instance to keep in there.
I'm pretty sure the guy who played Buffalo Bill had nippleplasty before the movie. I would probably think so. Vex's face is like, wait, what?
Of all,
She's confused.
I am confused.
The nipple connection.
The nipple connection.
The nipple connection.
The tippy tips. Like he likes to play with moths. Copa, do you like to play with moths?
Still can't believe that is that guy.
No, I eat people. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Don't like
How
moths.
can
He's
I
a
forget?
disgusting human being. He's the complete opposite of me. He's a disgusting human being who lives in filth and trash.
That's true.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
it's the way the lips move so like slowly, but it fits perfectly. And there's Vex is smiling. Oh,
yeah. Tell me
Cool.
more about that.
I'm gonna kill my husband tonight.
About killing my
Well, he
husband.
does kind of look Canadian with that little flapping head of his. So.
Right?
Oh my god. Yeah, this is the part where he's yelling at the chick because she stole it. He got his dog down there. Oh, this guy, man. This whole thing creeped me out.
He's freaking out. His whole
That
plan
scene
is
was
breaking.
really good. The tension they
really
built
good.
up in that fight. Oh my
Absolutely,
goodness.
absolutely.
Yeah, so she finds him, and so she knocks on the door. He invites her in, and immediately, well, I don't know if she caught on immediately in the movie. I mean, obviously, as the audience, we're like, just get the hell out of there. What the hell are you doing? Get out of there. And then she's
when
kind
she
of like,
steps across that threshold, that's when she knows.
Yeah.
But right
Yeah.
here, she doesn't. It's not until he says she was a bigger lady, wasn't she?
well, he's
Oh, yes.
fishing for information. He's asking, do you have a description? Like,
Because
do you
he
have
likes
fingerprint?
because he likes hearing about his kills
Himself,
Oh,
yeah.
big old fat
Right.
girl.
Yeah,
She's a
but
big
when,
old
yeah,
fat girl.
when he makes that little comment of she was a fat girl, wasn't she? That's when she's
her
kind of
off.
tipped off, and then when she crosses the threshold into the house, she immediately knows through her intuition that we've been
Yeah.
accustomed to now.
Because
that
she's
this is
great
him.
about this attention to detail stuff, right? She's excellent at catching things, and then
Yeah.
so her instincts start kicking in here, that gut feeling. Oh shit, something's off here. And then and then of
And
course,
then she-
obviously when the
when
moth
she sees
lands,
the
it's-
moth, yeah.
yeah, that's it. And then that's where it gets a little frantic for her because she's like, unlocks her, not unlocks, but she unhooks her gun belt, ready to go, and then she fumbles with it when she's trying to pull the gun out initially. 'Cause
She
she's so
did an
nervous
excellent job showing
that, yeah.
fear,
Oh yeah.
like true fear in
Hey,
the
R2.
face of
Outta here.
tension.
Yeah.
What's up, R2? What's up, buddy? Yeah, so this part was freaking fantastic.
Well, the acting right there, like when he finally starts realizing that she knows, who he is and what's going on, and he starts just dropping the cards and almost going into a manic moment
Dude,
there.
yeah.
Well, he starts.
yeah.
The way I take it is that he starts laughing because he looks at her as an it instead of a woman. It's just
Yeah.
he's probably going to try to take her hair or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
And
that's
then
kind of alluded to.
He's
later,
looking at
right?
her like, even when she draws the gun on him, he's looking at her like, there's no way an it is going to kill me.
To get me, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use your head as a hat later, and I'm
Right.
gonna make a dress out of
You're
your
going to be
body
a
and-
part of my dress now.
I was also going to say, remember at the beginning near the
Yes, I
beginning of
do.
the movie, there was a
Yes, he does. He does, R2. He does. Sorry.
there was a scene where they were showing Clarice in training, right? And she did the hostage situation, and the instructor comes out and he's like, bang. It's like, did you check your corners? So as she's going around this basement, you see her checking all the
Checking
corners.
her
'cause
corners.
now
Yep.
Yeah.
her instinct is like coming in, but he still ends up sneaking up on her from a corner.
Right.
She
So,
gets very
yeah.
lucky
Now
hearing
look
the
at this.
click of
It's
that
a
gun.
it's a character, a female character with development who had to learn how to do better and wasn't automatically
Automatically just given the skills,
Right.
she had to correct her mistakes, and this part was amazing. Like this is what I like about these movies.
This was
Like,
so
she a Mary
terrifying.
Sue?
Oh
dude,
my
just
goodness.
imagine being in this pitch dark basement. You don't know what's going on. You see the victim that
so
he kidnapped,
infatuated with her.
and he's just playing with her this whole time.
And not
She
that,
doesn't.
but sorry,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like right before those lights cut, she saw the decaying body in the bathtub,
Ugh.
and she
Yeah,
saw the skin suit on the mannequin.
Dude.
Right.
And it's crazy. She's pointing the gun right at him. Doesn't know he's in front. He's in front of her, and it's like
And he
holy
starts
shit.
playing with her hair.
He's trying to like this one part. The creepiest part was when he's trying to he's
Grab her
not
hair.
touching her
Yeah.
face and her hair, but it's like, oh
Gonna
my
reach out
god.
and touch somebody.
Yeah, he sure does. Now, yeah, this part here. So the only
Oh, hey,
I'm gonna-
hey, look at that mistake. That's
Wait,
funny.
What?
Let me
Go back. Yeah, I'll show you the mistake.
Let me see if I can get back to it.
Yeah.
It's coming up, right?
It's when he's about to touch her.
Is this it? No, it was
Oh.
just
Whatever.
here it is. Here it is.
There's this hand shadow on the back of her.
Oh, in the back frame.
Oh,
Look at
yeah,
you.
you're right.
Ah.
you wouldn't know. Yeah, you wouldn't see that with.
You wouldn't
with
have caught
night
that,
vision
yeah.
goggles, would you?
Nope.
Huh?
Because there's no light source.
Yeah, even Meatball saying this part made your heart race. Yeah, you did because
Oh,
you
yeah.
need So you need a weapon.
It made my heart race. I wanted him to kill her. Damn it!
God,
Get her!
Eat her.
Get her!
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Get
throw
that
this.
hat.
I'm gonna
Get
throw
that
this.
Not meaty
championship.
enough to skin though. That's
Now-
the only problem.
No,
with her.
he was probably going to take her hair.
Yeah,
me if
but
I-
the rest of
tell-
her he couldn't use.
He couldn't
He keeps
use
trying to reach out for his hair or her hair.
Tell me if I'm wrong here, though. The only part that I don't know, a lot of people had a problem with this is when you have her. Basically, he's got her right where she wants, like and then he cocks the gun, he clicks the hammer back on the gun, and she hears it, turns around, and shoots him. A lot of people had a problem with this part of the movie because it was careless move by somebody who's not careless. Is the thing. He's so meticulous on all this stuff, and he makes this mistake.
Well, he doesn't want to ruin the body.
Right.
But
No,
it's like,
it's more like, why aren't you cocking the gun beforehand?
cock the gun beforehand so it's ready to be fired. I mean, I know it's Hollywood, you got it, but it's like people had a problem with this part. Like it was just too much of an easy out for her. Just basically end the movie.
I don't see it that way.
Yeah, even
I'm just curious.
The FBI, because they had FBI specialists on this, and they were like, "Yeah, this is like exactly how we do everything until the house scene, until this final scene in the movie, right?" I don't know. I didn't mind this. I think it works just for everything else, but
right.
I thought it was a great Hollywood ending. I don't care about reality. When I watch a movie, I'm not sitting there going, "Oh, well, how fucking real is this?" As long as I can suspend my disbelief. Like, this is a perfect ending. He cocks the gun in the dark. That's all she needs to. That's the minute detail she needs to know
And
that
she
he's
is
right
supposed
behind
to be
her.
playing a character who's taking chances, and she wants to she's so invested in this, but she has to do it herself because she's been so discredited and all that. So I get it why they did it.
But
it's not gonna exactly be like
and
Heat.
serial killers always fucking mess up anyways because of their.
That's
own
how they
That's a
get
good
caught,
point. That is a
right?
good point. That's how they get caught. That's a good point. Yeah.
look, she's holding the dog like it looks like a little baby lamb.
A little lamb. Aw.
I'm glad the dog wasn't forgotten, though. In all honesty.
Oh
no
yeah,
kidding.
and remember about when she was down there and she kept on yelling like, "Let me out of here, bitch! Blah, blah, let me out!" and all, and she's like, "Shut up!"
Yeah, I was surprised by that. She's like, "I'm gonna come back." She's like, "Don't leave me, you stupid bitch!" I'm like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
at that
put
point,
yourself in the well. Put
she's
yourself
so
in the well,
desperate.
and you finally see law enforcement, and she's like, "Be right back," and you're like,
"Yeah, I gotta go."
Wait.
She yells that though right after like Clarice says like the FBI are on their way because they know where Clarice is. She says that and then says, "I'll be right back," and she still's like, "You stupid
she's
bitch."
like, "You stupid bitch." Yeah.
Bitch. Yeah.
I love it.
I think
I love it. I love that.
Well, that
moment.
shows the realism of that scene because that's probably how it would go. Like if you're so
Probably.
Yeah, the fear, and you're just like you don't care at that point. Your adrenaline's going.
She is a
It's like,
senator's daughter.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
So
she was loudly singing when we first see her come in the movie too. So
that is true.
An American girl.
And oh, look, see, there's the part when she's cutting into the cake. Okay, I can't. get back
And
to
her
that part.
and her father approves.
Yes.
Her FBI father, yeah.
Her FBI father. Yeah, so she finally gets, to become an FBI agent, and then of course the best part of the ending was when she gets the call from Hannibal, and he's somewhere, I don't know where the hell he is at the end of the movie, some
It looks
tropical,
like Havana or maybe
some weird
Jamaica.
She wanted that call so bad.
So he's basically like, listen, you don't look for me, I won't look for you. I got too much respect for you to kill you because the world's more interesting with you in it. Basically, I need you in it. And I love the last line of the movie is, "I'm having an old friend for dinner," and then the therapist, the therapist is hiding.
Yeah,
Chilton's hiding, and so it's a great way to end the movie. And I honestly, at this point, how long was it between sequels? How long was the second movie?
10 years.
Yeah.
Jesus, they should have just
91, then 2001. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Jamaica.
Yeah, I want to say it's like Jamaica or something. Haiti.
Yeah, Haiti. Yeah.
Racist bastards. If a homicidal tranny threw you in a pit for a few weeks, you'd be calling everyone that didn't get you out there. You're not wrong.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right.
Yeah.
I was just like, I just kept thinking, like, it's like this woman's here to save you. You can clearly see that she's checking all the corners for this guy, and you're just screaming at the top of your lungs. That's all I'm thinking is like it doesn't work to
but you've been living in a pit where all you've been doing is wearing lotion, and you see another woman's fingernails dug in the wall, and you're gonna go, "Oh, take your time, sweetheart. I'll wait."
Vex, you of all people should sympathize living in Canada.
Yeah, that's practically like Buffalo Bill's basement.
You know, I dropped a marble like paper towel holder on my foot, and I was like, oh, do I like my foot still like the toe is still swelling. Just like if I go to an ER, are they gonna like tell me
They're
to
gonna
kill myself or
they're
something?
gonna euthanize you.
Yeah.
They're gonna pull the maid service. Get that maid service.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get the maid.
So
Oh, your toe hurts? Okay, here. That's how you solve that. We're gonna kill you.
You can wait about 6 months and we might check into it. But hey, buddy, how about you just off yourself in the bathroom? Huh?
No, there's what
Here's
they
an
say.
immediate solution.
Yeah, here's some pills to take, eh? Just go into the bathroom, take these pills, and end your life. But put the the lotion in the effing basket. Yeah, that was great. Where you Buffalo Bill, that was creepy, man. When he got mad at the girl in the well, she kept like, and there was a scene there too, if you notice, where she's begging him, and for a second I don't know if he's sympathizing with her or starting to feel guilty because he starts, and then that's when he yells at her. Yeah.
He wants to
This was right after the scene where his mother or her mother had made the public plea, right? So I think it was like he had that in the back of his mind. But I was also thinking there was oh gosh, I just had it in my mind. It'll come back. It'll come back.
He wants to be her. He's constantly fantasizing about being a woman, even with her in the well. Vex, go ahead. You in the front.
I was gonna say
Teacher's pet.
I wasn't a teacher's pet in high school, actually. Believe it or not.
Actually,
well, she might threaten
me.
I'm gonna dump you in the Everglades, man.
I'll kill you. I already have plans to kill all of you.
There was a scene where they say, so first of all, like there's when she's talking to Lecter with the deal and everything, there's like, oh, there's no data that transsexuals are violent in nature, right? And then there was another instance where one of the profilers say that, oh, like there's evidence he likes being a woman, but he's not trying to be a woman. Can anyone explain? Copa, you're the movie god here. Can you explain that to us, please?
God.
Well, I kind of remember that scene, but can you describe it in a little bit more detail? Because
okay, so like in passing, they say that after they get the profile from Lecter, right?
Yeah.
Some of the guys are just like there's like clearly like signs that he likes the idea of being a woman, but he's not actively trying to become a woman.
The only way I like off the top of my head, I'm guessing it's to show the juxtaposition on how smart Lecter is, because Lecter is the one who's saying that he's trying to transition, right? Into being actually a woman. So it shows just how highly intelligent Lecter is compared to the FBI profilers. I mean, Lecter, it's the way this movie is set up is almost like Lecter knew all along, and he just strung Clarice and the FBI for as long as he could to see if he can escape. If he can make things work in his favor, and they did. That's what I always got from this. So yeah, that's what I would say is that
misdirection then intentionally.
Yeah, and it's a little piece to show just how intelligent Lecter is. I mean, he's a hyper intelligent individual.
Because that was like the one like little tidbit of like dialogue I picked up on, and I could not like really piece together. But no, that makes sense actually now that you explain it that way.
Lecter tells him, that tells Clarice, he's finally breaking it down for her. Is basically he doesn't know what he wants to be, but he wants to be out of his own skin. He doesn't feel beautiful. He doesn't feel good. He's tried a lot of things. He's tried a lot of different things. He's tried to be gay. He's tried to be straight. He's tried to be, whatever, 52 gender. Anyway, so he's tried all that. He doesn't know what is going to make him happy, but he's tried for the surgery 3 different times at 3 different hospitals. All rejected him because he didn't really match it. So apparently they could tell that he wasn't really, which nowadays the rules might be a little bit different, but
oh, you like the color pink? Here you go. We'll chop it off.
Here you go.
Chop
your penis off.
So he can tell that he's just not satisfied with himself in such a deep way, and he's also probably somebody who tortured animals when he was a kid. It's that kind of person.
How it starts, right? Usually, yeah. It's interesting to see that we just, what is it, 30 years ago now? 32 years ago, this film came out. How much it's changed. Like, we would have thought a guy like that was crazy just 10 years ago. Here we are now.
This film wouldn't even be made today.
Yeah, there you go. Wouldn't even be made today.
Thanks for making me feel old too. That was pretty.
It's okay.
That's good.
This came out the year I was born, so there you go.
Jesus Christ. You know,
Anthony Hopkins plays really good piano, by the way.
Cannoli was signing up for Social Security then.
I was. I had my gray hair already. Thanks. I'll let you have that one. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, this movie was fantastic. So if I had to give it a cannoli score, I would give it 9 out of 10 cannolis.
You're giving him cannolis now? That's your score?
That's what we did last week.
Yeah, that is what he did the last time. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, he gave cannolis.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to give. You can give it copas. You want to give it fucking copas? Give it. How many copas?
I give it out of a whole pizza. I give it a whole pizza.
Okay, that's.
It's a 10 slices out of 10 slices.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I use a golden shower scale on my own podcast. So on the
like
golden
that.
shower scale, it's a full, just hard shower down.
Yeah.
You're getting drenched.
Jesus.
And I'm eating my pizza while watching.
Eating and enjoying cannolis.
Right.
I'd give it 9.5 out of 10 toots.
Oh God! Yeah, Herman, you got a point. If it was made today, the
Exactly.
antagonist would be a right-wing Christian with an AR-15. Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
This is
100%.
why
It would be
this is such a. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say he's right. It would be like they're trying to find the right-wing Christian school shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Canadians are perverts.
Look
Well,
at
could
our
you blame
Prime
them?
Minister.
You blame them?
They got
Yeah,
nothing
nothing
else
else to
better
do.
to do.
They get less sunlight, you know.
Yeah.
They got weird
They're
hours,
indoors a
you
lot
know.
longer. They go to dinner
Yeah.
parties.
Stay in wells, shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What else are
stay
you-
wells. Yeah, yeah. I agree with you, R2. They are a weird bunch, but you know we'll keep Vex anyway. What the hell?
Mm.
I'll
She's
be
one of the
American
good ones.
soon.
She's transitioning.
Yeah, she is
Ooh.
transitioning.
Ooh.
The mom-
Ah, that kind of
Gotcha. That's excellent. Thank you, R2, for being good moderator over here, putting everybody's links into the chat too. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, you beautiful.
Appreciate you. You beautiful man. Just yeah, Vex on the 8750 podcast was hilarious. So I got to listen to part 1. I'm gonna probably listen to the rest of it tomorrow because I think the whole thing's coming out at one time. Freaking hilarious. I'm traumatized, but it was hilarious. So
More traumatized than my shitting myself story that I told on the last episode.
No,
it's like
that
equal.
It's been traumatizing. Yeah, you're like the 4th or 5th person I've heard shitting myself stories now, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
Well then,
today-
the rest of that episode I think will really shock you. In all honesty.
But what I want to know is, have you figured out about Pocket Dog or not? Like,
no, I haven't listened to it yet. I haven't.
oh my
listened to it
god,
yet.
you have to answer that question.
Okay, so now because I'm going to be back on the 87. Oh, there's all the sex.
Oh,
bots.
there's the
Sex
sex
bots.
Right
They're mine. Shut up.
I'm going to
Leave
be
me
back
alone.
on
I'll be back.
8750 next week, so I'll listen to it by then. Who got the? I think it's Kayla now. I don't think it's Kelsey anymore.
Better.
Oh, you all right there,
Oh,
Copa?
God,
You
yeah,
feeling
no,
good?
it's the sex bots, man.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you know you like it. Don't lie.
Yeah. Anyways, go on about the Pocket Dog.
What? I haven't listened to it yet. So by the next time I'm on the podcast next week, I'll
right?
listen to it. Yeah.
So
Basically-
wait, it's your third week in a row on this podcast, right?
Are you going to be on their podcast permanently?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Bullshit.
We're just having a good time. That's all.
It is funny. It is funny.
No, we all
Sorry,
agreed that we'd review The Last of Us together. So the first episode of that show premieres this coming Sunday, and then we're
Poor
going to review it together on the Tuesday because we have our Monday podcast.
So basically, what happened is Cannoli stole you from Lambency, and then Yeti's coming in and stealing you from Cannoli.
Is that what's
going
happening?
on. Is that what's
It's
happening?
it's my karma.
Yeah.
I get. I don't.
I mean, it's totally
Well,
cool. It's fine.
No,
I mean,
yeah, but we're all on different nights though, so it's a really stealing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
just
My
wait.
time is. There hasn't been a dip in quality yet, so
Like I'm gonna be on 8750 in 2 weeks.
there you go.
So am I? Is he
Right.
stealing me from myself? That's the question.
Yeah.
A Yeti and a Sasquatch getting together finally. That's gonna be hilarious.
All
I'm not
these
as
mystical creatures.
And I told Veg, I'm not as interesting as her. I don't know what the hell he's like, she's on there for like 4.5 hours. I'm like, what the hell? And I understand, like, nobody's going to talk to me for 4.5 hours. Not that interesting.
Yeah,
So
and she
what the
doesn't even
hell?
know what pocket dogs are.
Dogs are, exactly.
Jeez.
But she does shit herself. So apparently,
Well, that is the trade-off.
and there's dildo dragon.
And there's more to come.
Oh yeah, there is.
There's boss stories, and there's a sex club story, and there's a interesting Vex's past relationship story.
Oh Jesus, we're really going to get into the psyche of this lady.
Good God, more
Yeah.
poop in our pants.
Yeah, more.
No
more
poop
content.
involved. No poop involved, but there are boners involved.
Of course there is.
Well, that wouldn't be boners if it wasn't.
Wouldn't be bosses and boners. That's what the title of this show should be called.
Boners.
But I will be listening to that because when I'm at home, I don't bother listening to podcasts at all. So it's only when I'm in the car because I drive so much to and from work. So I'll listen to it
and
tomorrow.
from your dinner parties.
Well, R2 wants to know. Wait, hold on. If a Yeti and a Sasquatch had a baby, it would most likely be an Armenian. They are hairy Russians. Yeah.
Duh.
Who is going to this? No, not sax clubs. Well, I don't know. Maybe Vex goes to sax clubs after the sex club. I don't fucking know. Listen, I have no
Wait, who
idea.
said she's going to the sex clubs? You going to the sex clubs, Vex?
That's what the story is.
Oh, so it's the Vex Club.
That's where the name comes from.
Oh, okay.
Jesus
No, it's
Christ.
not.
Right.
We're doing.
She opened up her own
Electronica.
sex club and called it Vex Club.
Vex Electronica, so it's basically cyber sex. Okay.
Right.
Robot sex. There you go.
Robot
to rave music.
Oh, robot sex, huh?
Sounds like my Thursday. Actually, it
About
sounds
right.
like my Monday. Where's my sex bots? Bring them
Please
back.
sit on my face. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Deposit
God.
Bitcoin. Okay.
What happened to your camera? What is he doing with his camera?
He's testing it live to make sure it's actually properly functioning.
The hell?
We're gonna do it live.
It looks good.
I like it better now. Yeah.
It's gray. It's like a pastel.
He's less
gray.
grainy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one too. That's good.
Do we? Oh, here we go. Only www.onlyfans.com. Sex electronic.
No, I thought we were doing only feet.
Yeah, we can do feet. That's fine. That's
start
fine.
with the feet, but you know.
I have too much self-respect to start an OnlyFans. Sorry, ladies, if you have OnlyFans in the chat or whatever, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies.
We'll go with ladies. Sex bots. You got that?
Yeah, you sex bots.
Do we have any idea what we're reviewing next week?
we agreed on this already.
Did we? We have a whole you wrote the list down, didn't you? You have a
Yes,
list.
but
right?
we agreed that this week would be Silence of the Lambs, and then we're
And then
doing
next week
Old
we
Boy.
do. Yeah.
And there goes Whitey.
And Whitey's dead. Thanks,
Whitey,
Whitey.
no.
I just rewatched Old Boy recently. The
Clarice
Yeah, I
got to
know.
him.
You rewatched it because it was the next movie on our list.
Listen.
Dang, dude.
Yes, I know. I
Facts
can't
the
even argue.
elderly. I swear to God.
I want Meatball to come hang on my OnlyFans. I'll be gentle. Meatball, you can have him.
He'll roll in your OnlyFans because he's a meatball.
Wow. Cannoli is my OnlyFan. I am, buddy. Ah, JT Gunn, what's up, buddy? Hey, I'm gonna go. Listen, I'm gonna go back and watch your guys' after the weekend show tomorrow at work. I apologize. I don't know what movie were you guys reviewing this week. They were doing their own thing. I forgot. The Burbs? Is that no? Not the Burbs. We got to. Oh, he wants us to review the Burbs. Wookie be bad.
Yeah, we're doing the Burbs.
What is the
That was on
Burbs?
our-
I've actually never heard this.
Tom
before.
Hanks, John
Oh, Tom
Candy, right?
Hanks.
John Candy, right?
No. God. I
Oh,
can't
not
remember.
John Candy. It's a comedy where the
same
yeah, Tom-
director of Gremlins,
God.
but it's
yeah.
like they're all just sitting around in the Burbs.
Bruce Dern.
Bruce Dern, yeah.
Okay.
This
we got
this
Carrie
like
Fisher, Corey Feldman
yeah,
as
this
well.
Adams Family looking people fucking moving to
Next
the
door.
Burbs, and then they all just get together and spy on this family because they
Yep.
think they're all fucking serial killers or whatever.
Also, they watch.
Hilarious.
They just
Should we
watch
do the
Galaxy
Burbs
Quest.
after Old Boy then?
I would love to do the Burbs.
The
It's one of
Burbs is
my
a
favorites.
great comedy. Yeah, it's a great comedy.
Let's do the Burbs after Old Boy then.
Tom Hanks, Burt Brewster. Hey, listen, JT.
Yeah, Corey Feldman.
Listen, it wasn't on purpose, and I still love you and your beard. Did you see the picture of JT Gunn when he was like 3 years old having a full beard? He showed it up. That was
Yes.
beautiful. A beautiful picture. I shaved mine. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I went back to the goatee. I can't do the beard. I'm done.
You tried to grow a beard? I didn't even
Thank
notice.
you. See? Because it's all gray. You can't see shit. It's white hair. It's white hair.
You
So
know,
I'm
they,
done.
they make dyes for that, just for men.
I don't
For
want
you
to. I don't
older
want to.
gentlemen.
Wow.
can
You're,
just- you
you're
can just
almost
do
just as old as
paintball.
me, buddy.
I don't know,
You lo-
man.
You
You
lost your
graduate-
hair already.
You were.
His
Who
might
said
be a
I
choice,
lost it?
though. Yeah, it's a choice.
Well,
Stylistic
what would you?
choice.
Okay, but would you rather have gray hair or no hair?
I'd rather
Now you
have
have a
no
nice.
hair.
You have a nice head. I don't have that nice shaped head like you. I wouldn't look good bald.
Man, do you know how easy this shit is to maintain?
I know. I know. I know.
I just
Wait,
wake
did
up
life-
and be like, wife, shave me.
Oh, he's back. You guys
No,
have baby
hey!
beard. Yeah, Wookie B Bad's got a legendary beard.
You
Yeah.
guys have baby beards.
You keep yours tamed. No, that thing's fucking. You do have a beautiful beard too. That's what I mean. I don't know how these people. I don't get it. I just can't. I can't. I know somebody. My daughter asked me the other day, "Why don't you dye your hair?" I was like, "I don't know." My mom's been doing it since she was 18. My mom had gray hair when she was 18. It was starting to come in. My uncle had it. Her brother. I get it from her side of the family. It's a fucking curse. It's a curse. But I accept it, Copa. God damn it.
Why
It's
don't
'cause
you
it's
do
me.
the Anderson Cooper haircut? Just grow it out and then, get the box kind of going.
Yeah,
Were
get
you
a
just doing?
box.
Were you just voguing like Madonna there for a second?
No, I was like
voguing.
voguing and Anderson Cooper's
He was
hair.
I know.
the voguing.
Get Anderson Cooper's box hair, you idiot.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm gonna play with Anderson Cooper's box.
Yeah.
So okay,
He'd
so
like
next
that,
week,
Love
actually.
wait. I'm a silver fox. Hey, listen.
That's why I'm saying you should get the Anderson Cooper hair.
Yeah, do it.
all right, fine. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll let it grow out and I'll get the Anderson Cooper. Do I have to become gay like him though?
Yes.
That's up to
well,
you.
You're halfway there.
You know me so well, Copa. You know me so well. Stop it.
That's okay.
Oh,
You're
stop.
fine the way you are.
So next week is Old Boy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
don't
Korean one, not the
No,
shitty
yeah.
remake.
I'm a silver Bigfoot. Yeah, silver Sasquatch. And then, I don't want to look like Anderson Pooper. Anderson Pooper. Yeah,
Pooper.
that's where he likes to take it. I'll tell you that much. All right. So basically, before we end the night here, okay, Copa, where are you going to be this week? What you got going on? You got some new movie reviews coming out. Tell the world what you're going to be doing.
All right. This week I have a review coming out for Bahubali Part 1, The Beginning. It's coming out Wednesday night, and then I will be on Left Eye Ego's show. He will be interviewing me with like 7 or 8 questions. So, and then after that, I'll be with you on what you call it, Roman the
Empire.
Roman of the Empire, and we'll be discussing Coen Brother films and both those
On
interviews.
Wednesday or Thursday?
Those are
Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay.
Left Eye, and then I'm double stacking Thursday, so I'll be on Left Eye, and then I'll be right on over at Roman of the Empire.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's popular. He's a popular man. They want
Well-
to see his head shine.
8750 only asked a couple people on the show, and then the rest.
Oh, don't worry. We put out, you know what? We all shout each other out on these goddamn shows. We'll put a good word in for you. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Some of us get on popular podcasts, and others.
Some of us also write books. Okay,
that's true.
By the way, Ego was talking about you yesterday on his own show with
Was he?
Shagsworth. He said he read your book and
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it was
yes.
fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, he was lying. Obviously, he's lying. You paid him to say
Well,
that.
I don't blame him.
A little bit.
I gave him a
don't-
book for free. I actually paid for shipping for the book, so
Yeah, that's what I thought. That Amazon 2-day shipping, baby.
Yeah. Just say you read it. You didn't even have to say you liked it. Just say you read it. That's it. And he
No,
did.
we actually do. No, we actually do like it. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I listened to it in audiobook format.
Well, as soon as I get Vex to read the audiobook,
God damn it, Vex, let's
You
go.
haven't
do that.
offered me any sort
Do
of
it.
like, what's
Do
the
it.
agreement here? I don't know. Do you want me to record a clip so you have an idea?
no. I was just playing.
That's some great negotiating there.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, how about this?
You suck.
I will record reading like a couple paragraphs of it, and I'll send it to you, and then we can work out the fine details from there.
Okay.
She'd be perfect for it because of the character. It makes sense.
Did I just not negotiate with just 2 words? Beautiful.
No.
I have her reading an entire paragraph now.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to say, hey, you know what? I'm not really getting a flow here. Read the next paragraph.
See, Wookie says you have the best voice ever. Yeah.
I think it's because I tried something sarcastic today. That's why.
It was fun. Yeah. Yeah. So so we bring people together here in this community. Voiceovers, doing book fucking audio. This is what we do, right? Copa just yells at people and shit gets done. That's just what happens.
He gives the tough love in this group.
The best
balances us out.
Funniest thing in the chat today though was when I asked Vex for a favor. She goes, "Dude, I just ate dinner. I can't bury any bodies right now." I was like, "What?" But I love it because this is the friends do for each other. We bury our bodies.
Not after dinner. That's her rule.
Well, I was thinking, Whitey said he had a headache earlier, and Copa was just, what did you say, Copa? You basically told him, fuck off.
Get over it, pussy.
Yeah. I was over here. I'm over here recording the damn video, doing all these scenes.
Shitting
I'm
himself.
working Adobe Premiere, like click, shitting myself. like, oh God.
I said shitting a well, Whitey.
Shitting a well.
Yeah, like, Vex is over here like, oh, you poor thing! I tell you what, I'm like, oh yeah.
No. You got Vex here going, oh, I'm so sorry, Whitey, and they just Copa like, you faggot, go do something else. That happened last week with me too. I was having a bad day, and Vex is like, oh, it's okay, you'll get. And then Copa's like, stop being a woman. Don't be a victim.
Those T levels.
Man up, and I'm like, oh God! I was like, what a contrast.
How did you get all that sand in your vagina?
Yeah, but you know what? Like I said, they're the yin and the yang. They play off each other. You got the mom instincts, and you got the tough love with Copa.
Right.
He's the
daddy. Drill sergeant instinct.
I just offer you drugs.
Because the way I see it is Copa cares, but he's just like, go fuck yourself. Get over it.
You're not dead. Shut the fuck up and keep moving. Vex is over here going, oh, Cannoli and Whitey, you guys are having it tough. I understand. And I'm like, you're not dead. Keep moving forward, you fucking idiot.
Be a man.
Pick your balls up.
All I hear is that fucking Rocky Balboa quote. Remember when he tells his son in the movie with that famous quote? That's all I hear. That's what I say.
Oh, yeah. When you get knocked down.
Yeah, just keep getting
up. Get back up.
Move forward.
That's me when I see Cannoli complaining about his day. I'm just
that's how it is done. Nothing is over. Nothing is over.
Oh, okay. Just wait until we get into the Stallone movies with the Rambos and the Rockies. It's gonna be fucking classic.
Are we planning to do Rambo review?
We better.
We're doing a. Let's just see her face. Just see her face. She's like, Rambo, huh?
Maybe I can get David Morrell in.
Now, did we do?
Ooh. Yeah, it was a big moment. It was a big deal. We got to talk about this.
So, do we do all Rambos or just Rambo?
Rambo.
I'd say we stop at 4.
You don't like 5, huh? No, you don't like.
Absolutely not.
What 5?
There was a 5.
Is that the one when he's in the ranch and he goes to Mexico?
But not Balboa.
What?
Hold on. JT says that he's been watching Smallville and Copa looks like Lex Luthor.
Oh.
There's the WB casting. Now that they're cutting budget, they can just hire you.
Copa.
Yeah.
You can play a gay
options.
You can play a homosexual Lex Luthor.
Well, it's right up my alley, isn't it? And right up everybody else's alley.
Oh,
the pooper.
We're going up alleys, guys.
As he gets up out of the chair.
Oh, Superman! Here's
those sex bots aren't doing it for me anymore.
Andy Cooper style.
Let me insert that kryptonite, Superman.
You better watch out, Cannoli, once you get that boxed haircut from Anderson Cooper. Oh boy.
You silly little man. Wait, R2 says, I wish I could hire the Hodge twins to do a clip saying, welcome to After the Weekend. It's going to be a damn good show. You know what?
Yeah.
That's a damn good show.
Damn good.
Yeah. This is what Copa's going to tell his kids someday. I don't care if your intestines are hanging out. Rub some dirt on it and quit whining.
Are you talking to me right now?
I am
Keep
talking
moving.
to you.
I died earlier, and he said, "Get to work."
If you're Sicilian, Janet says you could bury bodies. And yeah, obviously, that's what. Hey,
That would
I'm
be
just
my
saying.
mother, by the way. That's my mom.
I know.
Holy
Happy-
fuck.
Hello, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
See, I'm telling you, every woman has thought about it.
Well, yes, but it's like we said before. Yes, I'm sure that's true. But when a Sicilian woman, I think they're just born with that instinct, right? They just know how to get rid of bodies.
My wife being Persian and Iranian, she didn't think about it. She knows she's just going to detonate something around me, and I'm just gonna vaporize.
God.
You're gonna yell something you can't say on a plane. Next thing you know, you're like, "Oh shit!"
Right?
Oh,
she's going to triple stack an IED in the carpet. And I'm just going to step in the wrong
Jana.
spot.
Poor Jana. What is wrong with you?
Pressure.
Copa.
She keeps asking me about pressure plates and how much I weigh and stuff like that. It's very weird.
Okay. That is interesting. Yeah, I'd be a little weary of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just trying to make sure that you're maintaining a healthy weight. That's all.
Should I be worried that Mrs. Sasquatch is handing me random food to eat and be like, "Here, taste this. Taste this."
What's that taste like?
That's how the Italians get you. They just give you fucking food and lace it with. Copa, is your wife a cat? JT wants to know.
Is my wife a cat? A Persian cat?
Persian cat. No, she's just she's a wonderful lady. She's pregnant right now, so I'd be extra scared of her. She's got that pregnancy strength.
Mm-hmm. No, it's real.
Oh no, I know it's real. Yeah.
No, yeah.
It's scary.
She
Scary as hell.
hyperextended my elbow twice today.
Oh, just wait. Just
for saying hi to her.
Wait till the baby. Wait till the baby comes, and the strength that they gather. Well, now my wife tried to push. We couldn't do it, so we had to do the other way. But even in that moment, with her intestines hanging out on a table, while she was drugged up, there was a lot of grabbing of the arm and kind of. Yeah, I don't know where that strength comes from, but it's fucking crazy. It's scary. She is going to poison me. My wife is going to. That's how she's going to get me. She's going to give me some keto-friendly fucking treat someday. It's going to be laced with poison.
Arsenic is keto-friendly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's all protein. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's on the periodic table.
Yeah, it's perfect for me. That's why she knows.
There's
She
0
knows.
calories. Is there anything on the periodic table that has calories in it? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Maybe
No.
neon.
Or gold.
That looks like
Yeah,
a dessert.
It's still keto-friendly. White Bear, tell us about where you're going to be, what you're doing, how much cocaine you're selling these days. What's going on?
Well, hopefully I'll be alive, unlike you two motherfuckers. You guys are going to be dead. His wife is going to cut him up and sell him in a little Sicilian, shop, and on his wife is going to go, "Oh mama, oh mama dide," and just.
It's a la snack bar.
Snack bar. Yeah, you can't say the full word
bar.
on YouTube. Yeah.
Saying
Really?
goodbye. Huh?
You can't say a la.
Yeah.
Blah
No.
blah.
Can't say the
Nope.
whole thing.
No.
Is
No.
there a
maybe
reason?
maybe if Elon Musk was running YouTube.
That's why I just said goodbye in Farsi, not anything else. Okay, so
You're good.
anywho, I'm gonna be hopefully putting out a video this week. I had so much fun making the video from earlier, but
Dude, yeah,
it
that was
did
great.
definitely take up some time, and I want to do more of those. And I got to figure out so much new stuff today with breaking out the Canon M50 and trying to work that in using that instead of this stupid little webcam that goes out apparently every 20 minutes. Let's see. But yeah, find me at White Bear Whitey on the Twitters, and all the Twitters and all my links are on there, and political stuff. And let's see,
I'll
Left Eye.
put your Twitter handles down here. Go ahead, buddy.
I
Sorry.
think I have a interview coming up with Left Eye Ego Sunday at 6:00 my time, Central Standard
Look
Time.
at you.
And we're getting stuff scheduled with Vex's, but a Lambency show.
Lambency, Jesus, we're on high demand lately, huh?
I don't know. By the end of it, we're just going to do a group interview and maybe
group orgy. Yeah.
Oh, intro.
Vex is going to moderate it with her voice.
I'll have the camera ready as well.
Yeah, and the oils are going on Copa's
No,
head as we
she's
speak.
And she's also going to have the buffet.
That's only for brown people, not white people.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot.
We're not
Janet
invited.
can come. There you go.
Oh,
Guess I'm just not brown.
well,
enough
hold
around
on though. Copa and I are Sicilian, so does that kind of make us brown?
No, we're still European, dude.
God damn it! But the
We're not-
Moors.
Yeah, but like, my wife will be invited before us.
God damn it! High society bullshit, man. Fucking Canadians. Is White Bear streaming from Buffalo Bill's basement? Yes, he is. AJ, White Bear's skin's so bright he lights up a dark. He's our
I'm my
flashlight.
own light bulb.
He's our own flash. He's our personal flashlight, buddy. Vex Electronica putting out some freaking crazy, amazing videos lately. God damn it, man. The one today was fantastic. So tell us about what you've been doing, what you have coming up, and your OnlyFans page is about to launch. So
I already have a feet page, so there
that's
you go.
sorry. That's right. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah,
Only
there
feet.
you go. No, I started my YouTube channel, so my YouTube is same handle name as everything else, Vex Electronica. I put out a video today. I have my This Week in Gaming podcast on Sundays on Rumble. If you search the Lambency Show, it's linked in my Twitter bio as well. And I will be back on the 8750 podcast, not tomorrow, but next Tuesday, to do a Last of Us review. And there'll also be a Last of Us video going up on my YouTube.
Hold up.
Next
Is there
week
a
as well.
part 2 to your podcast coming out tomorrow on 8750? And
Yes.
then you're going to be back again
For a
next
third
week?
time.
On Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Just to
I'm
make sure.
getting
No,
my-
no, I understand. No. So the rest of the podcast I filmed there for this.
I used
past
to like
week will come out tomorrow.
8750 because he had different people on.
Yeah. And every week I see the Twitter. Vex Electronica's back. Oh, God,
Yeah.
again?
Oh, really? I think I know her.
Jesus. Oh my God.
She used to talk to me.
She used to be on my show, but then she went on 8750 all the time.
Well,
It's
she's
on
so
a Saturday though. We don't do anything on Saturdays.
She's so multicultural, though. I mean,
But if I want, R2 says I married a brown lady, but it only makes me brown adjacent. Yeah, that's
So
that's,
your
well,
wife
that's why.
can come to my dinner party too then.
Right.
So why can't I come on? This is why we brought you onto the show. So why are we not brown adjacent?
I would be the most brown adjacent.
Why?
And even
Is it-
then, that's like a questionable thing.
I don't know, but I got to get on Left Eye's show. So I got to build up my credit.
Well, hold on. Copa and I have been on Abomination AJ's show and Left Eye show. So doesn't that make us like even more brown adjacent?
No, it makes it worse.
God damn it. I'm just putting
It's
my
just
foot in my
now.
mouth. at this
Now
point.
there's a juxtaposition going. It's a yin yang thing. There's two of them and two of us.
All right, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. Vex, please go keep plugging yourself.
I've already.
Go plug yourself.
Yeah,
Go plug yourself.
Wait,
Vex.
no. Sorry.
No, hold on. Yeah, all of their information and description, info, and social media is all in the description of the channel and this video, so you could catch it there. Of course, great content creators here, even Copa. And I'm looking for. No, you're awesome.
I just,
You're
you know, I just follow the footsteps of Vex, and
oh, she's it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's fucking ridiculous.
basically the Jennifer Lawrence of YouTube over here.
she is.
Y'all
She was,
see,
she was the first Copa Catania.
Abomination Ninja says we're all a little tan. Y'all a little tan. See, that's all.
Yeah.
From the West below.
Vex is replacing Lisa H since she's trying to kill Kelsey Balls. Poor Kelsey Ball. I felt bad for Kelsey Ball. I left her out of a couple of the tweets when I was praising the show, and Yeti called me out on it. And she's like, "Why do you always forget her?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I think it might
Kelsey."
be because like the handle and the username are both different. They're not Kelsey Balls.
I
as
know.
Well. It's
I
something
made
else,
up for
right?
it though.
So-
I made up for it though. But all right. So I will be on Jacob Ironside's show tomorrow, reviewing 12 Angry Men. Fantastic freaking movie. Let's see. And then Thursday, I'll be, of course, with this beautiful bald man here on Roman of the Empire talking Coen Brothers. And then Friday, I have my own show, which I will have Left Eye Ego as my guests on Friday's podcast. And then I don't know, I'm streaming like every day this week, so I don't even know what I'm going to be lost by the end of it. It's all the cannoli connection. See how we're all connected? The White Bear is hilarious. White Bear is a gem. And look at him. Look at that smile. I'm blind now. Thank you.
Really brightens up a room.
Bright. We love you all for showing up and hearing us babble for about 2.5 hours about just crazy movie review stuff. So next week we're going to be back. Same bad time, same bad place. Talking Old Boy the Korean version. Korean, right? Korean version of the movie. Excellent
There's only
movie.
one version.
I watched it for the do not watch the one with what's his name?
Josh Brolin.
God, that was so bad. Korean movies excellent. It's fucking weird, but it just fits. Everything fits in that movie. It's fantastic with a crazy twist fucking ending. Like, whoa. Good time. I will see you all then. I'll see you around the YouTubes and next week. And good night, everybody. I love you and talk to you soon.
Waka